Y'all know I'm weird. Whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
Yo. It don't feel like a Tuesday. Is it just me? Is it just me, everybody? It don't feel like a Tuesday. Christmas is Thursday. Christmas Eve is tomorrow. Okay? How y'all feeling about it? I said this in my Discord earlier, but I feel like, I don't know, like the energy is dank. And like, not it's this thing, right? Where how you feel like in your space, what's in front of you right now, your neighborhood, your house, your apartment, your friends, your family, your partner, like that's one thing. But what's happening like on a larger scale right now, it feels dank as fuck. And I'm trying to shake it off, right? So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna do my live. That always makes me feel great. I love my job. Shout out to it. Okay. Shout out to my job. Okay. I really like it. Thank y'all so much for being here. Okay. Y'all make my life better. Thank you. Um, but like it's some dank ass energy for it to be Christmas. It does not feel like Christmas. And that's what it is, y'all. Like I love Christmas, y'all. I love it. But I swear to God, I feel like we're on a precipice of something. I don't know how else to describe it. But it feels like how we would normally be settled into the end of the year. I feel like I'm standing on my tippy toes, like energetically. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I was just telling this to Lyric. I feel like I don't know which way we're about to go, but I could feel like we're about to move. Like whatever's happening in time right now, like all of these things coming to, the forefront, all of these things happening, this energy cannot persist, right? This energy feels like a constant movement thing. And even though, energy is always moving, the way we are right now, this can't stay like this. Yes, it does feel like something is on the horizon. I don't know what it is, okay? But I did watch this new TV show called Pluribus. Okay, y'all, I'm also upset because my crown keeps coming off my tooth. So like I have to go to the dentist because the motherfucker keep coming off every time I chew. I'm annoyed. Um, so we're gonna do the best we can, girl. I couldn't imagine if I didn't have dental. My God. So yes. I'm sorry. Pluribus. Pluribus is on Apple TV. Pluribus is a TV show about a white woman that ends up in a end of the world type of scenario where everybody is interconnected in a way that they can all feel what's going on with one another. There are also like almost like a socialist type of society where nobody owns anything. And then also people don't people don't hurt anything. They won't pick an apple from a tree. They won't unalive someone. They won't harm anybody. Like at all. They won't harm anything or anybody at all. Okay? That's as much as I'm gonna tell y'all about it, okay? But in it is some very like interesting dialogue about AI, socialism, and white people. And how no matter what, white people gonna ruin some shit. I don't know what that's about, but it's like if you got a world full of Asian, brown, like, you know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna have a world full of all of these different ethnicities of people. The people that are going to be the most disharmonious and fuck up the thing, shout out to Funky Dineva, is white people. White people, why do y'all have to be like this? Why? Like it's not just white people, but specifically here and like under the scope of, white supremacy, like it's like white. Like the main character in this show is a lesbian white woman, right? So we enter in the situation having some type of okay, you gay. So umbrella, okay, you might be slightly less problematic, okay? No. As we persist on in the story, yes, there are times you feel sorry for her, like it humanizes the character, but it also legitimizes how miserable white people can be, no matter what is happening. No matter, yes, very destructive. Yeah, the director, the creator of Pluribus also did Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, and also apparently some episodes from uh the X Files. No, no, no. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, no, I'm a cool ass white chick from Philly. That's what's up. I do feel like y'all exist. Please don't misunderstand me, right? Like I know, I hate to sound like that, but I've had white friends. Like I've been around white people. Like like I get it. I know. I was just talking about how I still am upset that I just found out Sixpence None the Richer is considered Christian. Like if y'all knew, and I don't know why I didn't realize this. I grew up like all Christian, Lutheran, Catholic, Methodist, all of the shit. But I went to a mixed but white middle school from like second grade to eighth grade. I'm around a mix of people, but it is like white Christian shit. I never got jiggy with the Christian shit by the white people because white people are very sterile and unempathetic to people that are not like them or white people. And I knew this at a very young age. Like y'all, yeah, y'all don't like people that aren't y'all, and y'all barely have any real empathy for like yourselves. And that's just at large. That's not all. Cause like I said, I've had white friends. Like, in middle school and shit, my best friends were white. My little boyfriend was white. Like I like I know the songs, bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm Dawson's Creek. We 90s. Just like a lot of white people, they knew black shit in the 90s. I'm one of those black people. I knew white shit in the 90s. You know? So I want to be clear that just like I think about white people the same way I think about men. Of course, not all of you, but so many of you that I can't keep track. So I'm just gonna have to say all until you prove otherwise. This is just the way you survive as a black woman. Okay? And the way you survive best as a black woman in this society, okay, is to be fully aware of the fact that white people gonna do racist shit and men are gonna do nigga shit. Okay? And with that, you gotta just understand that I can't keep up with how many of y'all are a fucking problem, because for years I'll be like, that nigga's not a problem. Then one year, all of a sudden, wow, that nigga's been a problem. Where were we? You see what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? And then white people, as soon as we say we like y'all somewhere, as soon as we say we like y'all somewhere, I don't know, it's like a fucking bird call into the atmosphere to tell y'all, hey, do something racist. Some black person somewhere swore by you. Hurry up, do something racist. Okay? Just like men. You said you like a man, he's gonna hurry up and do something misogynistic. Okay? Not all the time, but so much so that I can't trust any other chain of events. So much so. So that's why I'm mad with it. You know what I'm saying? So I want y'all to know this is a safe space for everybody. Okay? If you fuck with me, I fuck with you. But everybody, everybody gets the words. Everybody gets the real. Everybody's gonna get what it is. Like, nobody's safe, so to speak, when it comes to like pointing out some of these things. Okay, just know I am for the blacks and the women's and the LGBTQs and the children. Okay? And the very few, the small percentage of men that act like they got some sense. The rest of y'all, fuck you. Let your mama love you. Okay? That's just how I feel about it, baby. Niggas been arguing with me all week. And guess what? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'm about that. I'm when it comes to arguing with y'all on the internet about shit I know y'all wrong about and I'm just early with, babe. I listen. I don't give a fuck. I'm about all that. I'm about all that, all that, all that, all that. Okay. Now let me see. I'm trying to figure out where I want to start because we got to start, somewhere, and it's been so much. and I talked about some things and I haven't talked about some things, but I want to get some things out of the way. So we've already covered the Jordan, Pauline, Ty Lil situation. I told y'all how I feel. I don't understand what the fuck is wrong with all of the other content creators that speak about, violence against women and assault all the time. I don't know how y'all are like failing to understand this. I don't get it. Okay? And I've been blocking people all day. Somebody wrote in my comments that no, it was the live that she did after the fact that really got them. And then they listed off some things that they feel prove that Jordan was lying. Hold up, y'all. Let me see if I can find it, girl. It's been so much. We gonna talk, okay? We gonna be here, girl. Because I wanted to go and get my oysters and stuff, but with my two acting like this, it might be best for me not to do a lot of talking. You know what I'm saying? Yes, let's see. So here it is. Here's what it says right here. He says, oh no, I'm sorry. Damn. It was another one. But he said, no, if you see her live, after Ty Lil response, she changed her story, like she let him crack, etc. That's why we said she was lying. Story never add up. Also, my take is she let Ty Lil hit and was mad he had a whole girlfriend. That's why. Now, mind you, this person is talking to me as if they know something I don't know. I watched the lives. We went through it together. They're still dragging her. We went through it together, you guys. I've been blocking people. And then another person commented on one of my videos and was like, no, you need to go and look at this person's recap of it. When I clicked on the person's page, I had already blocked them, which means I saw what they said and determined what they said was some bullshit. And because I don't want you weird hoes in my timeline, I'm blocking y'all. Cause I don't, no. You know why? Because you know what I want to hear from everybody? It don't sound right to me, but I don't really know. That's what I want to hear from everybody. I don't want to hear that because a bitch ordered a fucking car. I don't want to hear because a bitch asked for $2,000 for their fucking phone. I don't want to hear because a bitch said a nigga dick small. I don't want to hear none of that as for a reason as to why he could not have ignored her no. I don't want to hear any of that because none of that means any of that. None of that shit y'all talking about means any of that. It just doesn't. And if you think that there are holes in her story, do us a favor. Do not re-trigger all of the other fucking assault victims that don't have this weird idea. And I'm starting to feel like a lot of y'all that's saying that shit are fucking lying. But I do know a lot of women have internalized their abuse. So you really do blame yourself. You really do think that there was something else that you could have done, or that running away scared is always the response. I'm like, what are y'all in the 5th grade? How do you not know that people don't always jump out of the bed and run away from the person after they've been coerced or after they've woken up from a drunken night and don't really remember what happened? That recording that y'all think proves something did not prove that to me, which shows you that your perspective is not the only perspective. Your version of it is not the only version. What that should tell everybody is that we really can't know based off this information. If I could listen to his video and listen to the things he said and still come up to another conclusion than y'all, that means it's not definitive. Why are y'all all online reporting this story saying that the girl is lying, calling her a prostitute and saying that she sold her coochie for less than it was worth? I understand not necessarily understanding or not agreeing, but y'all wanting to get online so y'all can keep telling people that the girl is a liar, when I personally feel like that there's no way that any of y'all on the internet can really know that. Just like I can't really know if he did, and I say that, y'all ignored that shit, but I said I can't really know based off what I'm seeing. How can you? And so when you get online and make these statements and make 50 fucking videos about how you just know she was mad he had a girlfriend, which is such a pick me bitch thing to fucking say in the first place. The reason why she said his dick was little. The reason why she said all of the shit she said about him liking to get his ass ate and all of that. That's all the shit that you say because you're angry that the person did this to you. And I will go back to the original thing that girl said that to me absolutely sounds like you assaulted her. If you would have courted me and you would have done it the right way, it wouldn't have went down like this. When she said that, when she said, if you would have courted me the right way, the instant thing that I thought in my mind is, if you would have actually just treated me nicely and tried to like convince me through dating me, or you know what I'm saying, to fuck me, I might have fucked you. But no, you took it. She literally said she was saying no, and he was like, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. And as somebody that has been in situations like that a couple times, girl, I can literally tell you that nothing you do after that means that what happened before didn't happen. Staying with him, not running away scared, asking for a different car, going back to get your phone, like phone broke or not broke. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, y'all. Let me hold your hand when I tell you this. None of that means anything. None of that means anything. People get assaulted by their fucking family members. None of that means anything. I've been blocking motherfuckers for days now. Because at the end of the day, I have a problem with the way y'all promote rape culture in the community by getting online telling us that women who lie about assault need to be humiliated when the evidence that you have been given is not enough. It at best was fucking circumstantial. He cut the clip off and all of that. And you think that's enough? That's not enough. Y'all are not the fucking police. Neither am I. But again, I don't know what happened. Why can you definitively say she was lying? Y'all, I'm sorry. I'm still pissed off about it because this is still happening. Like I'm still seeing the post. I'm still seeing the post. They're still adding me. People are, you know what I'm saying? People are still commenting and stories are still taking place about this shit. That's not the right one. Don't be all in my business. Okay. And I feel like if we're going to talk about some shit, bro, I'm going to talk about these issues that we have in our community and in our world. And this is one of the issues. Y'all don't never want to believe nobody. The nigga literally said it wasn't right from the beginning. Why? The lady got up there crying and saying, I was sexually assaulted. Why were you automatically not believing her? Because that's what y'all are programmed to do. Y'all are programmed to do that. Y'all are programmed to think that every woman is out here lying about assault for fucking clout and money and not really looking at what happens to the people that say the thing that y'all, they get harassed. They like the girl, this is why we getting into this. Because she tweeted some things that were deeply concerning. Now, I might have covered a little bit of this, but there's other stuff. This was 2 days ago, so I might have talked about this. She talks about being cyberbullied and dehumanized day after day. She talks about her sister's death. I'm trying to see something. Hold up. Yeah, no, I'm so sorry, y'all. It's still giving. Y'all, even the stuff that, so she deleted her Twitter. This is some of the stuff. Nanny boo boo. So happy God removing all my fake friends. It's the best feeling in the world knowing I'm no longer keeping my enemies close. Turks for Christmas before 2026. Let's wrap this up. Just made 100 bands and bought my dream car. Every hater can respectfully suck my dick. Just bought a Benz, by the way. Shows y'all the car. Beautiful car. Jordan Pauline caught using Google Images to fake flex buying a Maybach after fans reverse search her new car photo and found a copy. Y'all. And here's the thing that nobody wants to actually think about. If somebody has made their money off online. A lot of the times their inner world is based off of their outward validation that they get from that world. Her coming out and saying that something happened to her is probably making her feel crazy because y'all are telling her she's crazy and calling her a liar. I could imagine posting shit like this to make y'all think that she's okay when she's not really okay. Yeah. That's an option here. I don't know what y'all think is happening, but to me, I think that when somebody has something fucked up happen to them and they mentally and emotionally go off the fucking rails, they get online and they say crazy shit. This was the live that they were talking about that they felt like, you know, this all of a sudden meant that whatever he did to her didn't happen. I want y'all to look at the nigga's eyes. Like, I don't know. I just want y'all to look at her motherfucking eyes. And to me, y'all, look, it's not even trolls. I don't even give a fuck about trolls. It's not even just trolls. I can ignore niggas on the internet that don't know what the fuck they talking about. I can block, delete, and move on. It's the content creators that I like, or just content creators, period, that have thousands and thousands of followers. You get online and you call this woman a liar, and there's no way you could actually know that shit based on what that stupid ass nigga told y'all. And he is a stupid ass nigga. I don't give a fuck what y'all are talking about. I've seen other clips of him. I don't like the nigga. I don't care. You can call it bias all you want to, but I feel like the reason why I don't like him is because his energy is fucking off. His energy is off.
I like white boys. This shit is beyond.
We heard that part. She like white boys. She said she can't stand you niggas. I feel like it's a trauma response.
And I'm mad I didn't. I'm so mad I did it because I should have.
She wished that she fought him.
Yeah, your girl.
That's another thing. What did y'all get from this that made y'all feel like she was now changing her story when she's now saying, I wish I would have fought him?
Girlfriend's the only one that want that shit. Trust me, daddy. Trust me.
Again, saying, I did not want you.
Your bitch the only one that want that shit.
Because y'all in the comments, like the whole thing is, I think she really was jealous of his girlfriend. She really was angry because he had a girlfriend. And I'm like, in 2025? Like, I get the hoes be tripping, but everybody's not Krishan Rock.
Fuck all y'all. That's how I feel about it. Then, because
What do you mean he didn't deserve the bushy of SAL? What do you mean he did not deserve it? How do you know somebody doesn't deserve something if you don't know if they did it or not? How do y'all come to these conclusions based on not even really, like, I'm just saying that it's not enough. It's not enough. It's not enough to say definitively either way, is what I'm saying. How do y'all know for a fact that it didn't happen? She tried to extort him allegedly. She was in her feelings. Asking somebody for $2,000 to replace a phone that she said is broke, that's what y'all call extortion. Y'all, that's so stupid that y'all even really think that when you think about it. She said he broke her phone. Y'all said that she didn't, there was no broken phone. I'm like, how do you know there was no broken phone? How do you know? She could have got the phone fixed already. She has other phones, as she said. I would believe that she has other phones because most content creators have more than one phone. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. He didn't go to jail, though. He's not in jail. That has not happened. I'm so very, very confused about how just because somebody tells y'all something, y'all just run with it. I don't know what happened in this situation, but I do know a 2 terabyte iPhone costs exactly $1,999. I know she said, I wanted him to buy me a new phone, especially after he didn't apologize for taking advantage of me, which was also in the message. The paragraph that he read to y'all on his channel, all of that said that he needed to get his morals together because an apology would have fixed all of this shit. Meaning that if you really thought that I was just drunk and you didn't know whether my yes was really a yes, even if you would have came to me sorry, like, I'm sorry, I thought you was down, then she would have felt fine about it. This is not about him having a girlfriend. This is about him allegedly essaying her and not apologizing once she told him how she felt about what happened. It's weird to me that y'all get online and perpetuate rape culture. Because that's what you're doing in my comments right now. You're perpetuating rape culture because you weren't there and you don't know what the fuck happened. You can't hear a story from the person that said that's being accused and think that their version of events is going to be factual just because they said so. That's why in a court of law, a person has to have a lawyer and there has to be a jury and a judge and people that are not directly connected to the person because people will lie to protect themselves. Are y'all y'all okay? Please get the fuck out of here. Please get the fuck out of here. This is not a safe space for y'all. Those of y'all that make apologies for rapists, those of y'all that get online and say for a fact that y'all know what the fuck happened and say that this girl is a liar when y'all were not there and nothing he said is enough evidence for me. I don't give a fuck what y'all are talking about. Y'all are promoting grape culture. I haven't taken a side. I don't have a jail to put him in. I am talking about you. I'm talking about you, Nubea. I'm talking about these other content creators. I'm talking about people that want to argue about what the fuck coercion is. Y'all need to go read some books. Y'all need to get the fuck out of the comments. Y'all need to get the fuck off the internet talking to people about a situation that you were not there for. And the fact that y'all keep saying the same shit, no matter how many times I say I don't know what happened, but what I do know is none of this proves anything. And I proceed to break that down. And your response is, oh no, you've taken a side. I'm going to always defend women because it's not enough people being held accountable for these situations. It's not enough times that women speak up on behalf of themselves. It is not enough times that men actually are held accountable for raping and sexually assaulting and drugging and pushing women and coercing them and pushing them and constantly trying to get them to have sex when they don't want to have sex. Y'all need to get off the fucking internet. Y'all need to stop talking about this. Every single one of y'all that is on the internet making fucking videos and comments, y'all need to go talk about something else because you don't know enough about what happens to assault victims for y'all to be sitting up here telling me what the fuck he made a video. He said this, she said that. I know. I know. And what we need to understand is that if you saw something and then I give you another chain of events that's also possible, that means neither one of us can know for a fact. So why are you saying that she's a liar? I didn't call him a liar, except for when he said his attorney told him that evidence was cool for him to share with y'all. I said, no, I don't believe that. No good attorney would tell you to share any evidence that could be used against you. And as soon as I heard the video, she sounded fucked up and he sounded very clear-minded, which could be used to say she sounds groggy. The evidence you provided sounds like somebody that's out of it, that may not be aware of their surroundings or what's going on. It may not just be perceived as, oh, she asked, it was a one-night stand. She asked because she didn't know what happened. She said, I never do this because she was uncomfortable. If you don't understand victims, if you don't understand SA, if you don't understand the disassociation that happens, if you don't get all of that, stop fucking talking about it. Stop. Do me a favor. Be fucking quiet. Nobody needs y'all to get online to defend men who are accused of abuse. Do you know why? Because nothing happens to them. Nothing actually happens to them. Nothing.
Because he didn't call this car. And his assistant, whoever the fuck Tiffany is, Ashley, whatever her name is, was going to call me a car home. And he was texting her, apparently, to call me a car home. And as I'm sitting in his hotel room, he's trying to be fresh with me.
Some white girl called the hotel to ask them if they had a bathroom in the lobby. So because they had a bathroom in the lobby, that means if she went up to the room, then she was going up there to have sex. Is that what you were trying to prove? Okay, let's say that's the case. And then as soon as they got into it, he might have said something she didn't like. You know what I mean? Niggas start calling you out your name. Hold up, wait a minute. Right? He start acting like he don't know where to put it. You like, hold up, I don't like this. And instead of him getting up off of you, he keeps trying to fuck you. Isn't that also an option? Isn't it also an option that even if she did go up there not just to use the bathroom, he could have ignored her no, as she said? Isn't that still an option? I can't deal with y'all. I can't, y'all. When I saw the white girl on fucking TikTok pick up the phone to call the hotel to ask if they had a bathroom in the lobby, I was like, what do you think that proves? And this is what I'm talking about. Because y'all keep pulling and reaching and stretching for shit that does not change. If we got in a blend and I said stop and I said no and you told me fuck what I'm talking about and had sex with me anyway, I was assaulted. And if I was too drunk or too high and then I fell asleep and then I woke up and I was confused and I don't remember telling you yes, I might have remembered making out with you or something. But I may not really remember if I was drunk or too inebriated because she sounded fucked up. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. We're going to argue about this hoe. We're going to argue about this hoes. I'm so tired. I'm so very, very tired. Hold up. There was something else. It was on TikTok. I'm tired of y'all. And I don't care. If y'all are going to be loud all over the internet being wrong, or if not even being wrong, just being fucked up in a situation, because as I've said 5,000 times, we weren't there, so there's no way we could really know. If y'all don't get that, like, oh my God. All right, hold up. Let me see. Nah, we're going to go back because we're going to listen to some Dave Chappelle clips. Oh, yeah. I haven't even sat down to watch all of Dave Chappelle shit, and I low-key feel like I don't want to. Low-key. Because I know you're going to do what you always do and be happy at first, and then you're going to say something that makes me feel like I have to abandon myself in order to keep listening to this shit. We're going to talk about it. Let me see were there any updates on Jordan. Because I think I heard something about, besides her deleting her page, I don't know if anything else happened after the pictures of the car and all of that. But I just know everybody is still on my shit going off. Hold up, this is her screaming in the car.
Hey, Lil, your dick is lit out. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, so y'all think her saying that the dick is little mean it didn't happen. So if I got assaulted, wouldn't I have seen?
It's $13,000 a month. Makes $2.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know what y'all heard in her live, but she can consistently says the same thing and then just says other things because she's extremely angry about this situation. That's what I'm getting from it. That's what I'm getting from it. And I feel like people, like I said before, people are just used to somebody, y'all want people to cry, y'all want people to run, y'all want people to like there's more than one way to respond to this shit, right? There's more than one way to respond to this shit. Freeze, flight, fight, and feign, or fawn, if you will, which is to try to make the person happy sometimes because that makes you feel safer. That's one way. Like there are so many things that people do when they are assaulted that would not make sense to a person that hasn't been or wouldn't make sense to a person if they're so small-minded as to think that their assault is the only way it happens. Y'all, I really want y'all to like expand y'all minds on the subject matter because it seems as if a lot of people don't know what the fuck is going on, but they got a lot of opinions about it. And that drives me insane. I don't see anything else. I'll leave it there. But I just want to say I'm not seeing enough for me. I'm not seeing enough for me. And I stand on that. And I would rather be a person that said, I don't know, but I'm going to stick with the victim for the most part, but I don't know. Again, I don't have a jury. I don't have a jail. I don't have a judge, okay? But I would rather say I don't know than to get online and call a young woman a fucking liar off some bullshit ass receipts. I would rather do that. I would rather be that person. I'm so fucking sorry. I'm being facetious. I'm not really sorry. I'm not even reading the comments right now because I don't give a fuck that much. Yes, people getting away with assault, people demonizing women who have been assaulted, that triggers me. That upsets me. I don't know what y'all want me to do about that. But yeah, I don't like unnecessary pain. I don't like people thinking they can get away with hurting people all the time. I don't. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that I would rather not say anything at all than to add my online legacy to being someone that called a woman a liar about her own assault, and she could have been 100% telling the truth, and I would have added to the cacophony of noise calling her a liar about something that I was not even present for. How fucking dare you? How dare you?
So
let's move on to the next weird bitch.
with regard to the current administration, what has been maybe the biggest surprise for you, or something that you just really has been put on your heart that you've learned about our president and our vice president?
Well,
first of all, how long is the weave, bitch? Bitch, how long? You know what I'm saying? How long is the weave? My God, on today. Turning Point USA likes big booty black girls with weaves down to the motherfucking floor. They do? Oh my God. Sexy Red. Y'all remember when Sexy Red was pro-Trump? It makes so much sense now.
I have the utmost respect and admiration for our president.
She is acting. She is acting. She is acting. I have to think really, really hard of something nice to say about this fucking weirdo. I don't want to get kicked out of the country. I would have left the country, but my husband can't come. That means I can't leave the country. Yes, I am an immigrant, and I'm hoping that these good white folks will save me from deportation that they're causing. I'm hoping. I'm hoping they might help me keep my house. I'm hoping they might make it easier in New York for my husband to move around playgrounds without an issue. Because I mean, he was a kid when he assaulted the other kid. I know that gets him on the sex offenders registry list either way, which means he has to stay away from children and shit. But ultimately, he was a kid when he forced himself on that other kid. Maybe they'll help. I know how much they like taking advantage of children. Maybe they'll think that, we're all a part of the same team, right? My dad, my brother, my husband, them, right? We all love the nubile young things, don't we? I mean,
He has, I don't know if he even knows this, but he's given so many people hope that there's a chance to beat the bad guys.
ooh, the boys. The boys, the boys, the boys. Have y'all seen that show on Amazon Prime, Boys? This is hilarious when you think about it, because it's exactly that, right? The shiny white superhero that's actually a fucking psychopath is always telling everybody, oh, I'm great, you're great, America. And then they're like murdering people in the back. Because I would love to know when has Donald J. Trump not been on top of this hierarchy? Nicki Minaj, sweetheart, I don't care how much you lighten your makeup. You are a immigrant, black presenting woman. Maybe we need to go back to all of the other black men and black women that have called themselves cozying up and brown nosing with this man only to come up with Cheeto dust on their noses and nothing to show for it.
And to win and to do it.
You're not even doing Morticia Adams justice. And it's upsetting. Me and all my gay homegirls.
With your head held high. And
this is why black people, and I know there are probably not a lot of homophobic black people in my comments, because how dare you be here? But this is why we can't be homophobic and transphobic. Because I can talk, can I be real with y'all? I live in New Orleans. I live in a very gay place. I can't even remember the last time I've encountered a non-passing trans person in order for me to be like, I'm okay with the country being in total disarray so I can make sure that someone doesn't become a trans adult. I'm so sorry. I do not encounter trans people enough for that to even be taken up a forefront of my mind when it comes to how I'm voting, when we're dealing with the loss of Roe v. Wade, healthcare, how expensive everything is, like all of these day-to-day important things that affect me and my family and my homegirls, okay? And I'm supposed to be like, man, fuck all that. I just want to make sure that them fucking kids don't grow up to be trans. Because God forbid a motherfucker have a dick and really like, wearing feminine presenting clothes. My God. My God. What are we going to do? What are we going to do with people wearing different clothes? What are we going to do with people deciding what to add and take away from their bodies? Oh my God. How will the world persist? It's not like women don't already get shit taken and added to their bodies, and men don't get surgeries that add pectoral muscles and lengthen floppy dicks and shit. There are already surgeries that affect people's bodies. Why are y'all hung up on this one? Is it because it is homophobia? Because you feel like everybody has to stay in these lines. I know, but why? The world already sucks. Why? You can't give me a good answer. I don't care what you're talking about. And I'm not talking about y'all, but I'm just saying, overall, I just want us to be having these conversations because this shit don't make no sense. And I know I really don't have to talk to us like black women. I know I don't really have to talk to us, but sometimes you got to talk to us. Because sometimes we really do still be like, but I still, because y'all will be in the comments, for instance. We're going to come right back. We're going to come right back to this stupid ass shit. But I want to make my point about the issue that I'm seeing here. Let's slide up, shall we? Let's slide up right here. No, I'm sorry. Not that one. My bad. That's not the right one. Where is it at? Oh my God. Is it not here? Let me refresh my page. It's still not there. Where the fuck is Ray Face? Did I not save it? Maybe it's because I really can't stand thirsty ass niggas. But y'all, Ray Face. Y'all know that nigga. Okay, y'all know that nigga that dated Bambi, and I told y'all from jump because of how big his teeth was and how many chains he had on that he was not gonna be that nigga. There you go. Here you go, y'all. Now, Ray Face confronts woman for not telling him that she was trans before sitting on his lap.
Yeah, like, we straight, right? But whatever, I was talking to somebody, they were telling me, like, you were trans or something. All right, listen, you was sitting on my lap. So what I'm trying to... They told everybody. Nobody ain't tell us shit. You feel me? So at the end of the day, I feel like that If you know you on that type of time, like you should have, like, you gotta tell a nigga, you gotta keep it G with me. Hell no, I don't think they gonna tell your bitch.
That nigga ran away like a fox that was about to eat him was outside. Like he literally got up and walked inside like he didn't want, like a bear had just started circling him and he didn't want like tell nobody. So he just got up, put his backpack on and walked out. Now,
Business like that, you feel me?
Ray face come out there, like probably within a minute of me just sitting out there conversing. And then he like,
okay. So everybody is in the comments. Now all of a sudden they like Ray Face and they appreciate that he respectfully had the conversation. And they was laughing and they wasn't mad. Son got up and walked out. I'm gonna tell you why I be feeling a way about shit like this. And why I feel like y'all shouldn't be so excited about shit like this. Because it gives, a man could be a terrible person, but as long as he can do something transphobic in a way that y'all deem respectable, that will then change how y'all view him. Look at him not totally disrespecting and beating the piss out of that person. It's like because they don't handle it in a brutal way, you think that makes them a good person simply because they didn't handle it in one of the most fucked up ways you can. Like, look at you not killing him right on the spot. Because look at you not killing that trans lady just because she sat on your lap. And I'm gonna tell you why it also works on my nerves, because I really do be feeling like in private without no cameras around, you puss ass niggas wouldn't care. Yeah. The nigga that got up and put his book bag on and walked out, Ray Face, yeah, y'all give, if doors was closed, y'all wouldn't even be responding in the same way. That's what it give to me. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Y'all act weird to me. And that usually means that y'all have sexual proclivities that y'all are hiding because y'all want to look a certain way. And I'm not calling niggas gay. Please don't misunderstand me. But what I am saying is niggas will fuck anything. You think they won't fuck a man that looks like a woman when they really essentially don't like women? They want to fuck them, but they don't really like them. I feel like trans women are like y'all should be loving trans women. Y'all don't like women, but y'all love feminine aesthetic. That's why they got the people transmaxing on the white side, because they hate women so much that they would rather bully other men into being feminine and transmaxing so that they can have sexual access to somebody that's a femme without having to be in contact with a woman. I don't understand why the niggas got, act like we can't see them. So to me, acting like the person, like getting up and walking away like that, like now they got a disease they about to breathe on you. I didn't like that. That felt rude. It feels like a lack of humanity. All because you so worried about somebody perceiving you as gay or liking trans people, which I feel like, oh my God, stop. Like, can y'all just stop? Like, I'm not saying you have to like somebody, but can you not act like somebody got the fucking heebie-jeebies? Especially when a second ago you didn't give a fuck. A second ago, you didn't mind sitting next to homegirl. Like you couldn't see homegirl neck. But now that somebody says it out loud, now you don't have the option to pretend like you don't know, so we gonna get up and walk away and act like the bitch about to give us, BV or some shit. And this is why I don't like the transphobia. Because this is how y'all become Nicki Minaj. Let's go back. I'm sorry. Let's go back to the transphobia. I'm sorry. Where was I? Transphobia? No, this not it. Where's the transphobia? Let's go back. Because that's what this is. Damn it, that's not it. Why are you going to jump out of it and then click it again?
So intact.
My energy is too high. Let's go.
He's from Queens, New York, like me.
Oh my God. Trump's from Queens, like me. That means he should know people in Queens that can help my husband maybe not get in trouble when we go to the park.
So, but what it's shown me,
I don't like any of it. I don't like the walk away. To me was almost like, it was very like, I don't know. Like I didn't like the walk away either. I would really love for y'all to get past this. Like I would really love for y'all to get past it. For you to just be able to sit next to somebody and be like, oh, okay. And then if they try to fuck you, be like, I'm good. Thank you, love. I appreciate it though. Without making somebody feel like they are a disgusting thing. That's still rude. I want y'all to get past it. I just do. I just do.
Personally, is sometimes, even in the worst feeling times in your life, you think that you're never going to come back from it. But you do. And our president shows that. He's been through every single thing a person could be through publicly.
Like what? Give us an example.
Having to constantly be lied on.
Who lied on him? When did the lie happen? Tell us the lie.
It's not really that funny until...
Who's laughing? The only people that have been laughing this entire time is the white people that thought he was funny, so they voted him in. Nobody's laughing at this shit.
Until you are in that person's shoes that's being lied on, you'll never understand what it feels like. That person is a human being.
Girl. I need everybody, put a 1 in the chat if you've ever been lied on. Y'all know I've been lied on before, right? We talked about how I ended up getting kicked out of high school, being accused of sexual harassment because they just wanted to get me out of the school. 1 in the chat if somebody hasn't lied on you before. Because I don't know how being lied on automatically means I have to be a Trump supporter. 1 in the chat.
They have a family who has to read those lies. And that's not, and it's just not fair. But
look at that.
Be intact. He's from Queens, New York.
Look at that. Look at all the ones in my chat right now.
This administration is full of people with heart and soul.
Bitch, what they James Brown? Like, it's you saying things that are so opposite, right? Like you couldn't reach for something that was a little true. I really love people with a lot of money, and they have a lot of money. Like, let's just be real. They have a lot of money. I like a lot of money. I want to get down with the people that got a lot of money. I wish you, reach for the truth. We're already upset. You don't have to pretend like you're being virtuous.
And they make me proud of them. Our vice president, he makes me, well, I love both of them, but they're both powerful men.
And oh my God, powerful men. Don't we all love powerful men? Don't powerful men do wonderful things for everybody? Don't they buy y'all nice shit? Don't powerful men buy y'all just a bunch of stuff? Don't y'all love that? They may not really respect you or care about you or want you to be equal to them or want you to have anything in life, but girl, who cares? Everybody loves a powerful man. Okay? Yes, Jesus.
Smart, strong, all of that. But both of them have a very uncanny ability to be someone that you relate to. I can relate to them. When I hear them speak, I know that they're one of us.
You know what I'm saying? Right? I hate everybody. You hate everybody. Oh my God. Let's get together. Yeah. Why don't you and I combine? Okay? Bitch, that's exactly who I want to be around. Rich people that hate everybody. Yes. That's my group.
I know that they're not. Don't you guys agree? They haven't lost touch of the world. You know, they're still connected to the world.
Right? Because we all hate shit, right? Don't y'all all hate shit? It's the holidays. People are driving crazy. People are really rude in stores. Like, people are tripping out. Right? Doesn't feel like Christmas. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, every person Every person, doesn't matter what your demographic is, doesn't matter where you live, your nationality, your skin tone, you are pissed off about something, aren't you? Aren't you pissed off about something? Aren't you angry about something? Well, guess what? This administration gets you. We're angry at everything. We're angry at Black women having a lot of jobs. We're angry at gay people getting married. We're angry at trans people being able to get health care for whatever they may need it for. We're angry at people collecting rainwater, right? We're just angry about all of these things. I'm angry about people trying to preserve the planet. Why the fuck are you impeding on how much money I can make on this planet before we destroy it so I can fly to fucking Mars? Like, you impeding my process because you care about the earth. I hate y'all. What? And what, oh my God, everybody that keep trying to get us to stop abusing them. What do you mean, bitch? Just take it. We hate everybody. If you an advocate for something, we hate you. What do you mean? You trying to protect the kids from trafficking? Bitch, we hate you. You trying to protect women from being assaulted and discriminated against? Bitch, we hate you. You trying to put laws in place that help Black people keep jobs amongst a whole bunch of racist ass people? Oh my God, DEI, we fucking hate you. You want to give niggas jobs. How are they going to do the jobs that we're kicking the Mexicans out for doing? Like, that, we have to fire all the Black people so that we can send them to where the Mexicans work at. Because we're kicking all the Mexicans out. Like, because we hate them. We hate the immigrants that aren't us. Right? Because we're all immigrants. My wife, nigga's wife's an immigrant. Like, she's an immigrant. We're all immigrants. And if you're not us, then we hate you. Hate, 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 hate.
And what's happening in the world with the younger people and old. This administration, richer people and not so rich people, they have the ability to still connect and be real and make us feel proud to be American. Richer people and
right? So proud to be American. Oh my God, it's the only thing that matters. I honestly want to box us off from everybody else, and they can't get anything from us, but we can go travel to their countries because we have to vacation, right? We have to go to a beach. We have to get the fuck out of here. Everybody can't go to Florida, right? And plus, the white people in Florida don't want us to come there, right? You know what I'm saying? So, like, let's box the country in. It's just us and no place else. It's just us and no place else. That sounds great because we hate everybody else. So God bless America. And again, no place else.
if as Black women we felt that we were not being represented and not being admired for our beauty, if we felt like that as Black women, why would we want to do that to other women?
Right? Right? Why, girl, after laws about our hair being called ghetto, like colorism within our community, girl, the perms that we had to put on our hair so that we could get jobs and be acceptable in mainstream society that have given us ovarian cancer. Oh my God, right? Slavery, being abused by white and Black people, being forced to have babies against our will, being demonized for every fuck up in the entire world while simultaneously being a person that's trying to save it at the same time. My God, today, of course, with all of that, Black women, what are you thinking about pointing out that, you know, these white women are aging like spoiled milk? Not all of them, but Caroline Levitt. Basically, any white woman that is a Republican or MAGA specific, maybe not always a Republican, but MAGA specific. Oh my God, being racist and hating people dries out your skin. But I guess we can't tell y'all that. We can't tell y'all that. Y'all can tell us our hair nappy. Y'all can tell us, oh my God, her butt is just like so big. Remember that song, Nicki, that you like, went platinum with, that was based off of how white women were judging black women's bodies on the Sir Mix-a-Lot song that you redid and called Anaconda? Boy toy named Troy used to live in Detroit. Big dope dealer money, he was getting some coin. Had shoot-offs with the law, but he lived in a palace, bought me Alexander McQueen. He was keeping me stylish. These are this bitch's morals. I thought y'all liked the police. She like niggas that shoot at the police. How are y'all friends?
Why would we now need to make other people downplay their beauty so that we can feel, no, that's not how it works. I don't need someone with blonde hair and blue eyes to downplay their beauty because I know my beauty.
Okay, hold up. So I just want to get this straight. Telling white people they're not the standard means they're downplaying their beauty? Telling y'all that we are not people of color, but y'all are people of non-color. Right? Like, white people are centered in everything. And so everything outside of white people is othered. That's just how this goes. So telling Sydney Sweeney that her genes aren't great just because she has blonde hair and blue eyes, girl, that's not making her downplay her beauty. That's basically saying, girl, your genes aren't the only good ones. And at a time where everybody seems like, extremely, white supremacy, this may not be a good message for the fact that there's a country full of people with brown eyes. Actually, the country has more people with brown hair and brown eyes. You hoes color your hair. You hoes color your hair. Blonde hair and blue eyes are a recessive trait that I believe is only a part of 11% of the entire population. Y'all Google it. Let me know. But I believe only 11% of the entire population has blue eyes and blonde hair. It's a recessive trait. So when it is like such a minuscule part of the entire world, but you want to make it seem like it's the best, that's eugenics. And historically, we've already done that. And that they tried to kill a lot of people because they were like, enslaved black people, their brains are not as big as white people's. And then they were cutting our brains open and found out that was a lie. And that our brains were like in general the same size, just from male to female differentiations. But in general, human head, 8 pounds, bitch. Jerry Maguire. Eugenics was disproven years ago. But because y'all don't read books anymore, y'all will bring shit up that somebody told y'all on the internet from some shit that a racist or a xenophobe or a schmatzi, as they're calling them, Yahtzee. Yeah, those people. And then y'all keep saying that y'all aren't, but it's like, yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. And Nicki Minaj is just another celebrity that's either and legal trouble, money trouble, wanting to cozy up and brown nose the power structure, hoping they will save her. But because this shit is a mechanism that's low-key automatic, she's not going to have a favorable situation. There is not a black person that is having a favorable situation cozying up to these people.
Do you understand? It doesn't bother me that a woman feels and says that she's beautiful.
Yeah, like you're just saying shit. Let's see.
And what do you think about for young men? For young men.
And for young men, don't be new scum. Yes, see, they're young men.
This public admonishing of other politicians simply because they're Democrats or because they won't break rules for you, it's really lowbrow. Like their whole regime is like so uncouth and uncivilized. Like the fact that they don't even like fake it, it's like, wow, y'all are the scum of the fucking earth, aren't you? And then you're like projecting it, talking about don't be new scum. Bitch, everybody around you is scum.
You have amazing role models like our handsome, dashing.
It's like when a woman is trying to distract the person so that another person can pickpocket them. That's what it's given. It's like, I'm gonna, I'm gonna slow talk everybody, right? I'm gonna be like really alluring. And Kenneth, you're gonna pick everybody's pockets, okay? I'm gonna say things, okay? Dress like a white person, blend in, and then pick everybody's pockets.
President. And you have amazing role models like the assassin J.D. Vance, our vice president. And when I say that,
So was that a bad thing to say because y'all believe Charlie Kirk was assassinated? And so you say that in front of his widow? And you caught that it might have been a tad bit much. She burst into laughter. Oh my God. Like, okay, so for the people out there that think that people don't get their just due, I know we feel like that's what happens, but can I just offer a different perspective sometimes? Not all the time. You're not going to get that every time. But the times that you do get it, I feel like you have to like, oh my God, what a good life moment, right? Because I think like there is something so hilarious about the fact that you promote anti-blackness, anti-woman, right? You promote all of this hatred. You end up being unalived only to be replaced by a woman who brings this black bitch you don't like on stage to act as if she's an example to younger people who are all in the crowd. He just like the fact that he was so full of shit. Like I feel like, Charlie Kirk was a grifter. I think, he believes some of the things he said, but most of these people don't really believe everything they're saying to the fullest degree. They just understand that they have to manipulate y'all. They have to manipulate the people. They have to manipulate their base so that they can continue to exploit, so they can get what they want out of the situation, right? And so I believe, him, Candace, all grifters, right? And so you do the Turning Point USA, you're spouting all of this ignorant bullshit, trying to rage bait, college students and shit. And, you put all of your time and energy into a situation that ends up being usurped and like the exact opposition of what you would have wanted, right? No women over 35, absolutely no, BBL weave wearing WAP. Oh, I'm sorry, Nicki Minaj like rappers. Okay. I wish that I could have this moment in my life. I never liked this. I never like any of her pop music though. I only like all her rap shit. And I think it's so funny to be the example of what Malcolm X talked about when he laughed at how the black community use entertainers as leaders, and these people are ill-informed and really are just pawns for the greater, white supremacist power structure, right? And do y'all remember one of my favorite projects that she did was Looking Ass Nigga, and she used a Malcolm X like photo, and I remember Malcolm X kids like, bitch, we don't like this. We don't like you using like the same imagery that our dad used. And I believe like it was a big thing and she had to change it. But ultimately, like, this is just hilarious to me, right? Like, wow. Then people said they didn't want you using their daddy shit because I guess they felt like you were in direct opposition of what they stood for. Because I believe this was after you had made that Mitt Romney line, right? Yeah. Girl, hilarious.
Trust me, there's nothing new under the sun that I have not heard, so you're fine. Yes, we did. I love you.
Y'all just like to say shit. I love you. Y'all don't even fucking know each other. You weird assholes.
I love you. You have to laugh about it, truly. I have been called every single thing, and you know what? God is so good, you let it roll right off your back. And this is what's so beautiful about this moment, because if the internet wants to clip it, who cares? I love this woman. She's an amazing woman. She has a soul and a heart for the Lord, and words are words, but
Yes. The Lord of Evil. The Lord of Evil. The Lord of Money. The Lord of Patriarchy. The Lord of Oppression. The Lord of Illusion.
I know her heart, and it doesn't even matter. And you say what you want to say because I know your heart. And I will not
Thank
judge
you,
that.
my sister. Thank you. For boys, be boys.
Amen.
Boys, oh my God, gay kids, don't grow up to be trans. Just be a boy. Because apparently, even with all my LGBTQ and signing bitches boobs and shit, and that was honestly part of the reason why I didn't like her after a while. When she initially came out, I was ready. I was so excited for her, right? Great rapper, love the image, bisexual, you know what I'm saying? But bad bitch, let me sign your boobs. The only thing popping like a can of bro. But she pretended to be bisexual, and then eventually, once that veil came off and she started to say certain things, I was like, oh, she was lying. She was pretending to be bisexual so that she would get the gay crowd. And I'm sure this was advice from Lil Wayne and Baby and them, because they're master marketers and strategists on how to propel you in front of a larger crowd, something that Wayne kind of like fell upon, right? Wayne became such a huge rapper during his time that he captured the white audience, the young white audience. When he captured the young white audience and realized how much money he could make off of them versus the niggas, that was when hip hop changed. It had already kind of like did the shiny thing with Puff, but Wayne took it to another level because Wayne went rock. Wayne went alternative. And for some of the black people that was coming out of the 90s and the 80s, we fuck with this because we like rock music. We like alternative. I loved Wayne's rock album. And I need, like, a lot of times rock music has some type of, like, for lack of a better term, continental lonely vibe. Okay, come on, Living Single. Okay. But it's something about rock music that I've always like really like 70s rock music, 80s rock music, like all of it. I love a lot of rock music. When Wayne did his rock album, brought in D Wood's sister, like all of that shit, child, I know she got a story. But yeah, that era, to me, him finding out through that white people are a huge money source in the music industry. If you get those white kids, that's the money right there. So when he brought in Drake and he brought in Nicki Minaj, it was then you capture a version of the white audience. That's why Drake was so perfect. Drake already had the Degrassi. Like, this is a built-in white kid audience. The people that knew Drake from Degrassi. My age group of white people knew who the fuck Drake was, okay? We knew who Aubrey was because we watched Degrassi. Or some of us, black kids that was really into TV back in the day, we watched Soul Food. We've seen Aubrey play, be a kid actor before, right? So you get people that can play to a white audience. When that happens, I think that you start to sell off pieces of yourself. I don't know if Wayne necessarily had to do it in the same way, but by the time Nicki comes into the situation, Nicki can never be an authentic artist, which is why I don't understand why they are, there was a content creator who I really love on TikTok's Beautiful Girl. And that's just one thing she and I will not agree on, because I don't understand how you can say that Nicki Minaj, if you've seen from the beginning of her career till now, how you could ever call her authentic. Like, I think you can call her talented. I think you can call her methodical. I think you can call her smart. But I would never, ever, ever call her authentic. And I think that's like the weirdest thing to call her. Just because somebody is good at something doesn't mean they are authentic in the artistry. Authentic would mean that she was making music that aligned with who she was. Her image would have aligned with who she was. And Nicki did not know who the fuck she was. Nicki didn't know who the fuck she was. She let them niggas convince her to get the ass shots. Like, she let us know in so many words that she was figuring. I mean, you're not supposed to know who you are that young. You're figuring yourself out. You're in the industry. But I think she allowed them to tell her what to do so much with her image. I think that even when it comes to the ass shots, I imagine that lady has a lot of regret behind allowing people to convince her to do shit that she may not have wanted to do. And this is what happens. Whenever you have abandon yourself so much that you become angry and resentful for how you abandon yourself, it's easier to be mad at other people.
Be boys. It's okay. Be boys. It's nothing wrong with being a boy.
Who said that there was something wrong with being a boy? And I just want to be very clear. Whenever somebody says boys will be boys, that is a way to say that boys and men assault women. And so we just have to let them do whatever they're doing. And when I say assault, I don't just mean, sexual. I mean hitting. I mean talking down to, just, the abuse, the subjugation, the looking down on, the I hate girls. I want to be anything but a girl. Ew, girls. But then when I want to fuck you, now I'm nice to you because you get me off and make me feel good. But I also hate you because I don't like anything feminine. I don't like girls. Yeah. Rape culture that says boys will be boys. That is an excuse built into their identity to allow them to get away with mistreating people because it infantilizes them. And what issues do we have in the Black community? Infantilizing grown ass men? That's one of. But the fact that somebody that grew up allegedly with a father that was a rapist, a brother, not allegedly, that was a rapist, and a now husband, now you're cozying up to the MAGA party that seemingly has a huge population of men accused of sexual assault in its ranks. Somebody said what I said was crazy. I said, how? You haven't seen people talking about this? About how even, girl, everything them people pretend that they care about, they don't. All of them are either trying to fuck the same sex or kids or women against their will. But if they tell you that they hate gay shit, they trying to fuck the same sex. They're DL. If they try to act like the gay people are harming the kids by existing out loud, they are harming the kids. Projection. It's usually projection.
How about that?
Nothing. Girl, what do you mean, how about that? Girl. You're an idiot. How about that?
And what do you think about for young men? For young men.
And for young
boys will be boys. Boys will be boys. Then JD Vance and his motherfucking eyeliner got up there. That's what it was called, America Fest, y'all. As if, because you can't come up with better names than America Fest. The nationalism is gross. The nationalism is gross. We don't live on this planet with just us. Y'all are gross.
Harris opened the border and destroyed.
We don't have anything in this fucking country without other countries. Girl, y'all are gross.
Destroyed the economy. The Trump administration gave you net negative migration and much more job creation. Real wages are finally growing. Inflation is half of what it was under Democrats.
I can't. He's going to lie. Him and his eyeliner are going to lie. So I just can't. I don't want to sit through that. What did T.S. Madison said? Being a Christian and white Christian nationalists are two totally different things. I would not say they're totally different. They are different. I would not say totally. Because if your Christianity tells you to feed the homeless but fuck gay people, you know what I'm saying? I don't mean have sex with them. I mean, but like fuck them, Also, like always, telling people that you're going to pray for them because they're going to hell. Yeah, girl, I'm so sorry. Your condemnation can suck my dick. It's not that different, TS. That's a part of the problem, is that y'all don't recognize the fact that the things are similar, and you have to dissect and deconstruct your spiritual understanding and your religion so you can make sure that you're not unknowingly sacrificing or tithing into a religion that oppresses you. You're a girl. The spiritual practice is very important. And historically, the government loves to use religion in order to control its citizens. I don't know if y'all know that, but they do. And I know you think that you were given this religion all on your own and all of that, but we know that that's not true. So deconstruct. Christ consciousness, great. Great. Do your thing. Okay? We all have to believe in something. We're humans. It has to make sense. We have to be here for a reason. Otherwise, girl, what? Then we're going to be like them that pretend like they care about God, but really are nihilistic and don't give a fuck about nobody. White Christian nationalists have nothing to do with Christ and everything to do with control. Yes, this is true. But also Christianity, tool of control. It's a y'all. I need for y'all to stop thinking that y'all can separate it like R. Kelly from, this the remix to Ignition. You can't always separate the things. Okay? Because sometimes there's a lyric in there somewhere that's about exactly what the fuck the problem is. Seems like you're ready. Seems like you're ready. That was one of my favorite R. Kelly songs. I cannot listen to that song anymore. Who are you talking to? Yes, grown ass, fine ass Lisa Ray is in my mind when I'm listening to the song, in my head. But now that I know what I know you were talking to probably a 14, 15-year-old girl. Maybe a 12-year-old Aaliyah for all I fucking know. See, I can't separate those two. Now, when I'm a Flirt comes on, there are other people on this. You can't, I'm just saying, y'all, like you Christianity is not like that. You can't separate, Christ from the church. Like you have to really dissect both. You have to. Because to me, I think there is a core problem with you thinking that a man died for your sins. Just that. At core, y'all, I'm sorry. I think that's a problem. And I think that leads to a lot of shame and guilt that people carry around. Also, I feel like if I'm looking around, when the next time did a nigga die for me? Okay? Bitch, since Prince, I would die for you. Yeah. Darling, if you want me to, you. Do you know who die for people all the time? Women. Women literally die in childbirth. You know how often it occurred that women would bring children into this world and then literally die upon doing so? So I'm just saying, I'm not saying that God is a woman, even though, if I was going to believe that, that's what I would believe, okay? If I believed that God had a genitalia, had a coochie or a dick, I would be like, probably not a dick. Men want you to suck their dick too much for me to think that God has a dick. I just can't think that. I'm sorry. That don't make sense to me. I don't want God to have a dick. That's dangerous. Not very often that women are forcing you to eat their coochies. That does not happen very often. Like the forcing of it. Like, it's not even as violent. Like, I've never seen somebody fuck up their larynx from eating coochie. There's just all of these ways that make me feel like men are not the best bet. If we was going, listen. Do what you will. I ain't mad at you. Don't be mad at me. But don't be mad because shit don't be making sense to me. If it makes sense to you, I'm glad for you. Don't be mad at me because it don't make no sense to me. T.S. Madison said, I'm sorry, Nicki, but this cannot be what they got you believing. These people are not of Christ. Even if you don't agree with trans kids, what about black people and immigrants? They would deport Jesus if he were here. Sister, this is not the way. My problem, and this has been my problem consistently, and I love y'all for real. And right now, like spiritually, I'm getting two conflicting messages, right? Recently, I've been getting like this messaging from just different things that loving your enemy is what is going to like save us, right? There's like a level of that, like that Jesus think turn the cheek, all of that. There's a level of that, of not fighting all of this anger and hatred with more anger and hatred, right? Like that. That's what I feel in one vein. On the other, I'm like, but we can't coexist. Bitch, we cannot coexist. It cannot keep happening like that, like this, because y'all are always trying to dominate. Y'all are always trying to oppress. So it's just like, I don't know. I feel like we need a little bit more of a balance.
Receive that, bullies. We won't be silenced ever again. We will speak up for Christians wherever they are in this world.
Name me the time when the Christians have actually been quieted. Y'all have not been quieted, Christians. No, you have not. I don't know any other religion that has so many fucking denominations, because you motherfuckers not only won't agree, but you also won't shut up about it. Christians won't shut up about how they don't agree about some shit. So we got 11 motherfucking denominations. And to me, y'all don't want, clock this, but a lot of times people having different denominations is low-key like y'all having different gods, but y'all call it the same thing. So therefore, we're all, we're monotheistic. Bitch, please. The black church, the white church, the MAGA Christians, the black Christians, the Catholics, the people that think that Catholicism is not Christianity, nobody is in the same place. Nobody's in the same place on this. It's just a lot of confusion. That's all. I don't know how y'all want us to be sure when y'all are not sure. Y'all just ignore them, right? Because if you ignore them, then they just gonna move on. If you ignore them, they just gonna move on. So don't pay them no mind. Let's see. Hold up. What some of the comments said? Oh, let's see what Akbar V said. We all care about what she says. T.S. Madison. So which one are you? Are you a Christian? Oh my God, Akbar V. You're like one of the most degenerate, ignorant, like fucked up women on the internet. Do you think you are more blessed and highly favored than T.S. Madison? My God, I wonder what would make you think that. Akbar V, you have eaten a coochie or two. Can you please explain to me why you would, what? T.S. Madison said, no, I'm not a Christian. I don't subscribe to the institution of religion. I don't like what Christians do to other humans in God's name. Ooh, that's a good answer. Good answer. Good answer. Let's see. Did Akbar V in oh, she did. She said, so are you holiness? Do you believe the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost is one? I believe in God, not religion. Do you believe the Father, Son, Holy Spirit is one? I am not a Christian. I believe in God. I didn't ask you that. I asked you, do you believe Father, Son, and Holy Spirit is one stop short talking? What? Me, ma'am, you know the truth and the way. I'm disappointed in you. It's no such thing as white or black Christianity. It's simply Christianity. Oh my gosh, she's so stupid. Yo, she's so, this is what I hate about today. I hate this about today, is that people's voices who don't know what the fuck they're talking about can be elevated so loudly. Like you could tell she hasn't read a book. So if somebody says, I believe in God, I'm not a Christian, and you keep asking them, do they believe in the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit as one, which would mean they would be Christian. She said, I'm not Christian. What wasn't tracking about that? And see, this is what I be talking about. And I said this in a video, but I didn't post it to Instagram because I didn't feel like arguing with everybody. But this is what I sometimes don't like about black women, because this is where the intersectionality comes in. Black women, let me hold y'all hand. You cannot love black men the way white women love white men. You can't. You can't, baby. The power structure is not the same. You gonna have to make your own decisions, bitch. Because these niggas can't save you, Akbar V. Black men can't save you the way you think they're saving white women. obviously, to me, white women in marriages are some of the most imprisoned people on earth. Okay, besides their fucking kids. But if you study religion and like if she actually studied the thing, because this is really about male worship for Akbar V. This is not about God. This is about male worship. That's why it's so important for her that you believe that God, the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Ghost are one. What does that matter to you? And what do you mean I know the way? That's another thing I can't stand that y'all do. Anybody that's telling me what I know as it pertains to like religion and all of that, y'all, that's weird. We do not share the same brain. And what you perceive is correct, I do not perceive is correct. Like, y'all really talk to people like they just lying to you. And you know my God is the right God. Christians always talk to people like this. No, you're not even the oldest religion, honey. You're not even the oldest religion, honey. Like, you don't even study it. Oh my God. But yeah, for Akbar V, it's not about Christianity. It's not about what religion is actually about, right? Religion is supposed to be like a spiritual thing that helps you evolve, that helps you be a good person, helps you treat other people like you want your own self to be treated. Y'all be forgetting about that because Akbar V and them be like scamming, lying, dusty, musty, crusty, treat people like shit, abuse their children, hate other women. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are not good people. But they swear up and down that them believing that God, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit makes them a good person. But they don't do anything that makes them a good person. But as long as they believe that somehow absolves them from everything. And it's just merely male worship because Akbar V has not done anything with her life besides get fucked. That's all she's done with her life is get fucked. So that's sad. Where else can we go? Is there anywhere else? Yes, I did want to come here since we were talking about Lil Wayne and his proteges, right? And Lil Wayne's anti-blackness that bled into his proteges that also perpetuated anti-blackness, which is why we can come to 2025 after a decade of having these people as the main people on the radio and ask yourself why all of these black people have all of these anti-black, homophobic, weird ass, anti-immigrant sentiments is because y'all have been listening to people that are shaping how you think. That's just my opinion.
All right, I'm gonna tell her, fuck it.
Yes, they are acting like masters, but that's because everybody forgets that the Bible that a lot of y'all, have bought that comes from slavery. Like, y'all forget that there was a specific Bible given to people during slavery that I believe has kind of trickled down into the Bible that we know of now. St. James and all of that other weird shit. It absolutely comes from people that want you to just accept how they feel and what they say because they know better. And so that's how it translates. Everybody forgets that what you do in your spiritual practice, how you believe your religion should work, is also how you're going to act in life. So if you believe that it's God and it's not your job, right? Because that's God said I'm God and it's not my job. And then y'all be out here like, God gonna handle it. It's not my job. Like, it's so many ways that your spiritual practice informs us on how you're gonna think and how you're gonna act as a person because it's your baseline. It's what you've built yourself up on. That's why it's so important to deconstruct because a lot of us have built our ideals and our morals on something that has been bastardized by people that want to control you and harm you and subjugate you. So you have to revisit it. You have to look into it. You have to break it apart if you don't want it just because it makes you feel better about your shame. And I feel like that's most of the thing. And I hate that for us, but like specifically for black women. And I'm saying this from like my observation. Not from, I don't know for a fact, and this is not everybody, but from my observation, black women carry a lot of shame and guilt around their womanhood and about what it means to be a woman and specifically a black woman in our society. God makes them feel like if they are believing in God and following that and spewing that and you know, constantly rely on him. This is all like allowing them to spiritual bypass, but it also feeds the ache that they feel about the shame and the guilt, because instead of recognizing that they have to learn from their mistakes, they have to figure it out for themselves. The relying on an outside source kind of outsources how you build your inner world from the mistakes you've made, right? So the mistakes you've made, maybe the things that you did that you feel shame and guilt about, you're supposed to learn from them, and that's supposed to build on your character. But if all you have to do is go to God and pray it away without any real, again, deconstructing, breaking it apart, looking at it. Why did I act this way? Why did that person act this way? No, you just kind of throw it into the back of your mind because it hurts. So you say, God will handle it, and I'll just leave it alone. Like, that's what a lot of us do. And that does come from slavery. I do not think that that's the way we're supposed to work spiritually, especially as women. I believe a lot of our spiritual connection to source, to God, comes from our own empowerment, not from our subjugation. Our connection to God comes from women that know better to listen to their internal voice and not all of these voices outside of themselves. That's real connection to God. To me, in my opinion.
Say it.
But yes, I'm sorry. I got away from myself. But ultimately, back to Lil Wayne. Y'all, first of all, what do I say about men? Why does he have plaits? Why are the braids sticking up the way they are? Listen to Drake tell us about how he is a bitch ass nigga, ultimately. Men that champion other men disrespecting women or getting back at women whenever women get their get back from being disrespected, I think it's so weird, right? A man dogs a woman out, cheats on her. She sells the car so that she could keep the money after the relationship falls apart. And this nigga, because he felt like she was wrong for selling the car, you not respecting the gift he gave you, right? So this nigga, Drake, goes and buys the car and re-gifts the car to Quavo because he couldn't let that go down. That is gay. Because you cared so much about how that man was feeling that you didn't want his girlfriend, his bitch ass girlfriend, his puss ass girlfriend. You didn't want his puss ass bitch ass ex-girlfriend to get away with hurting his feelings because you care about his feelings. That nigga gay.
You remember when the Sweetie Bentley was going viral? Remember there was an ice blue Bentley.
Look at the nigga
It
face.
was Sweetie's car.
Yeah.
And they said that Quavo had got it for her.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, like I saw it for sale somewhere. So, and this is like when we were first on Stake, and I was just paper was just running. So
Yeah.
or maybe it was before that. It was before that? No, it was around that time. And so I was like, man, I saw it for sale. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna buy that back for my dog. So then I kind of tried to do the same thing where I was like, I invited him over and I'm like, yo, like come over to this party. I parked the whip right in the front.
But you did buy it.
I bought it for him.
Yeah.
And I was like, he pulled up like, he's like, oh, like, he thought she was there. But
What did he say? What did he say?
Nah, it's not about
Cho,
what,
nah.
it's not about what he said. Shout out to Cho. But he really didn't understand the joke.
Because that's gay. It's not a joke. I wouldn't know what to think. So wait, you bought her car? She's not here, but you lured me here. You lured me here to poppy me? Y'all, that's some Diddy shit. To me, this is the equivalent of when you gonna let me take you shopping, daddy.
You gotta take. Okay, all right, I'm gonna tell her. Fuck it. Say it.
The other nigga is obviously confused.
But you remember when
That nigga gay, nigga gay, nigga gay, nigga gay, nigga gay, nigga gay, nigga gay. That nigga gay. And this is because the misogyny, y'all. The misogyny, y'all. All of it is like the misogyny of it all. This is how you get rappers that you used to think were cool and really great. This is how they get like this. The misogyny. Can you imagine being a rapper with millions of dollars, being loved by so many people, seeing two other artists get together and break up and deciding that you care so much about how that man felt after he cheated on that lady and they broke up. Cause that's what happened. Everybody keep trying to act like, Sweetie did whatever she did with Offset before Quavo did what he did. And I'm like, no, Quavo probably disrespected Sweetie so many times before she went and fucked his homeboy. And to me, like, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. There, if you're gonna be like if you're gonna be down there with them niggas, hear me. If you're going to be down there with them niggas, right? And Sweetie, you was down there with them niggas. So if you was gonna be down there with them and they did something like that to you, why not fuck his friend? Why not? Two birds, one stone. If you're gonna be down there, I wouldn't be down there. But if you was gonna be down there. Speaking of being down there, girl, what? Girl, so Erica Mena, girl. So you would think, right? And maybe this is just me. But you would think after having a man drag you for dear God, the way Safari has dragged Erica Mena, that she would never bring another nigga to our motherfucking eyes again. Bitch, why would you bring a nigga to my timeline? Why would you bring a nigga to my timeline? You know what I'm saying? Why would you bring a nigga to my timeline, Erica Mena? Ew. Even that, y'all. Even that. I don't want to see that shit. And why are y'all showing us y'all sleep? All of this performative bullshit. Now I'm like, who you trying to upset with this? Is it supposed to upset Safari and have him jealous or something like that? Ew. Ew. She didn't have to sleep with the married man. He has other friends. Child, that married man was sleeping with other people anyway. He might as well have not been married. like the married man is already fucking other people. Like, this is what? Dick could have already been out. What? I walked in the studio, the dick was already out. I didn't even ask for it. I walked in the studio, dick was out. I was like, perfect opportunity. Ew. I never ever lied. Asking me why I never left you, and why I kept it real, and why I'm still with you. You should have known. You should know. Okay? But so what do I say, okay, y'all? I don't know this man. So I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I don't know this man. So I'm about to do what I do. I'm about to tell y'all how I feel. I'm gonna tell y'all how I feel, which means I don't know if it's true. I'm not saying it definitively. Do you hear me again? Letting y'all know that I may or may not be right about this situation. Do you hear me? The nigga got a big ass chain on. Red flag. The nigga got a big ass chain on. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I love jewelry and flossing on niggas just as much as the next bitch. I'm a more quiet flosser myself. You know what I'm saying? I like solitaire diamonds. I don't like a whole bunch of bullshit all over the place. That's just me. I'm very simple. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. You ain't got to be like that. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? Some people love gaudy shit. But I have never seen a man with a chain on like that wasn't also an extreme asshole. And when I say that, I mean men that talk, say little slick fucked up shit to you to eat away at your self-esteem. Niggas that might, angry fuck you sometimes, right? They might be angry with you, that y'all might get into an argument, y'all done went back and forth, and we young-minded, right? So we enjoy angry sex until one day you got a UTI and you got an ice pack on your pelvis area after a session. And, now you remember that movie South Central. It all makes sense now where that lady was like, you ain't gonna keep taking it out on this. You know what I'm saying? Like, now you like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, girl, because they will take out their frustrations on your pussy. And sex does feel good, but a nigga will be rationing that ass. Nigga will be rationing that ass because they don't really like you. And whenever I see a nigga with a dude with too much jewelry on, like them big ass jewels and all of that, yeah, that's a nigga that's mad at you just because you prettier than him. I'm so sorry. He may be so sweet, y'all. This man might be sweet. He might be so nice. But I'm just talking about like sheer aesthetics. And yes, I'm going to judge a book by its cover. I judge books by their covers, and then I proceed to read the inside. And then I determine whether the outside and the inside match. Okay? So this is my first feelings. Okay? This definitely AI. This AI. Get my girl off this. She'll be screaming, cursing, and throwing shit in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Release them. Okay. I don't think anybody is upset that she's in a relationship. We're upset that she's bringing it to her social media, because the first thing that happens after you bring a fuck nigga to your social media is he embarrasses you. Almost every time. Almost every time, without a doubt. Okay. Let's go ahead and move into. Let's talk about your girl. Girl, Keke Palmer just continues to disappoint the progressive black delegate, which is mostly black women. Okay, few niggas. Okay, the Eggs and Grits podcast people. You know what I'm saying? Some of the men I follow on the YouTube, on the TikTok, the black men from Debate Talk, the contrarian dude. Okay, the other guy, I forgot his name because their names don't never be on their YouTube. So I don't know the niggas' names. I just know what their faces look like. But we as the black delegate have decided that niece Keke is no longer on the front line of the cookout. Which means she can't bring food. She can come, but she can't come and stay too long. You got to give her a different time. So if the party start at 2 and you want everybody to be out by 8, tell her the party start at 4. She gonna get there around 5 or 6, and then she'll be gone by 8. That's how you do that. So she'll be there. She'll feel like we invited her. But we want her to be gone. We don't want her to be there too long, because we can't trust her no more. She's not a part of the progressive black delegate. She's just not. Her choices, her decisions, the people she's been interviewing, is let us know everything we need to know. You have got to be put at the kids' table and on the invite late list. So they listening to music. Keke hopped in the booth with Blueface, and it's something. Don't ask me nothing. I ain't gonna say what you want. Don't ask me nothing. So Blueface and Keke Palmer made a song. Nigga, not home. You be talking too much, and you always drunk. I'm intoxicated by commas. That's a different buzz. Laughing with the girls. Keke Palmer is like a Jackie Hill Perry lesbian. Keke is a Jackie Hill Perry lesbian. There's no other way. There's no other way. There's no other way for me to categorize this situation, because I see how much Keke wants to be a stud. But I also see how religiosity in proximity to whiteness will cause her to be arguing within her spirit for years to come. Because there's nothing more problematic than a Christian stud. Oh my God, the internalized homophobia, it will haunt your relationship every day. Yes, they are walking around dressed like a nigga. Yes. Yes, they fucking a woman, eating coochie, all of this, right? Doing stuff like that to bitches. Yet and still, the Lord tells them that they deserve to die, and that the Lord hopes that they burn in hell because they're gay. And for some reason, whenever you get somebody that's gay and they don't really want to be gay because their mama told them that the religion we subscribe to says that, you're going to burn in hell, then they just do this shit. They be in the space, but they be like, I hate myself. And so they do like real aggy shit. Like, to me, this is the type of shit you do purposefully to piss people off, right? It's low-key rage bait, but it's being done because you're actually angry with people. So this is not much different than what Nicki Minaj just did. If you ask me, this is not much different than what Nicki Minaj just fucking did. Okay? You get on stage with people that we like, nah, girl, how many times we got to talk to you about this shit? And what we come to understand is that you are angry with us. We not every time you come out with something, we arguing with you, right? Ever since the baby daddy. You got back with the baby daddy, we got mad at you. You put out the chicken fried rice show, we got mad at you. Right? You was going to interview Jonathan Majors, we got mad at you. Us as the progressive black delegate, we keep smacking you on your ass for these little infractions. And instead of learning from them, you are developing a contrarian, angry mindset towards us. So it seems as if you're going to keep engaging in ways that let us know that you are regressing and not progressing. Aha. And that's okay. That's okay, Keke. Because what I have found is that because Pluribus, y'all, I watch Pluribus, right? And I don't want to kill it for y'all. I don't want to give y'all no spoilers because the new episode comes on next week or sometime. They got a new episode that's coming out soon, episode 9. But one of the most enjoyable things about Pluribus was when the white lady became too much. And I didn't like her from the beginning because, like, it's a whole bunch of people that's being, like, really nice to you. And I get that it creeps you out, but after a while, not telling people thank you, not at least being, like, like appreciative of these small things that, like, people was just, popping up, cleaning shit up, and you don't even say, I'm weirded out, but, thank you. Like I'm a human being that doesn't know how to not, if somebody come and do a service or something like that, I don't know. Yeah, Apple TV. I don't know how to not be like, thank you, I appreciate it. Like, I don't get that. So the fact that the white lady was acting like that from the very beginning, I was like, she don't even deserve these alien, mind takeover, brainwash motherfuckers. These NPCs, she don't even deserve these NPCs. These are good NPCs, right? But she wasn't appreciative. And so they was just like, bitch, we gonna have to leave you. And they left her. Everybody, all of the people that was near her got up and fucking left. And she was by herself. And I mean, she wasn't even making her way down. Nobody was out there, y'all. Not a cat, not a dog. Coyotes, wolves, not a cat, not a dog. Okay? Not another human for miles and miles and miles. And they were actively moving away from her. So when she would go somewhere, if she would start to get into their vicinity, they would disappear. And y'all, I don't know, but I love that. I really do feel like the people that don't know how to act, all you homophobic people, you transphobic people, you racist people, people like Keke Palmer that are problematic and make a lot of allowances and gives a lot of internet space to violent men, ignorant, violent men. Yeah, I think y'all should be like left amongst y'allself. I keep saying this because I just feel like I just don't want to be around y'all. I don't want to argue that y'all change y'all minds. I don't want to be around y'all. I would love for us to create like another society that those of us that don't mind sharing resources, but I know y'all gonna come and try to steal it again. Like, I think everybody keeps moving, trying to find somewhere they can go without somebody coming trying to steal it from them. But every time you go try to find peace somewhere, here come the motherfuckers you running from trying to steal shit. Can y'all just leave us the fuck? Like, I'm telling y'all, I want these people to just go away. Keke Palmer, Nicki Minaj, these are people that everybody eventually is going to just withdraw from slowly but surely. And how they handle it, I don't know. But y'all are actively telling everybody that would be supporters for you, people that would progress you forward in your careers and all of that. You're telling them, fuck you. because they're not kissing your ass every time you do something, right? Keke Palmer, we not kissing your ass every time you put something out. Nicki, we not kissing your ass every time you speak on somebody's dead fucking mama and put out a terrible rap song. Okay? Because we are not willing to do this, now you trying to cut your nose off to spite your face and show us how you don't give a fuck about what we talking about. Fuck us, right? Well, okay, well, now I don't want to deal with you anymore. Now I don't want to support you anymore. Now I don't want to fuck with you no more. Okay? You have successfully ostracized me. Great. Now what? Now you motherfuckers gonna be destructive. That's what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna be destructive. Whew. But yeah, she over there looking crazy. What happened with Love and Hip Hop? Because I mean, I could have went straight to this after, but I saw that, and y'all know how I be hopping around. But Lil Scrappy Mama D goes off. He picked Bambi over Erica Dixon. Cancel Christmas party. Baby Mama Shakira laughs. All right, let's hear how this woman is still having a covert incestuous relationship with her son, and highlight the fact that probably the only reason that he didn't stay and try to work it out with the lady he really wanted to be with is because you impressed upon him that he didn't have to do anything in order to get her. He pimped her, right?
He went against Erica and me about him and Bambi. But you're not gonna do that. You ain't gonna pump me out. You're not gonna pump me out. I ain't what you want, West Future.
So we went from Christmas at Scrappy House to Christmas at your house now. Because y'all had a disagreement about Bambi and Erica?
A lot of family members.
Is that what happened?
No,
oh, let me get out the business.
You see how you get mad at one bitch and take it out on another? She had shit bigger than did it to you. So
Wait, no, this volume. Tell Greg to fix your volume.
Granny, drink the water.
Welcome to NOLA Media, the #1 blog.
Damn it. Damn it. Why y'all do that? Y'all didn't even play the whole clip. I don't even know what the fuck going on. Let me see if I can find. Is it on Live Bites? Let me go to Live Bites and see if I can find it for everybody. I want to hear what's going on because y'all know the rumor is that Scrappy and Erica have gotten back together. And I'ma just mind my business. They ain't got nothing to do with me. I am not sure if that's what them people should be doing, but it's also not my relationship. So I don't really give a shit. I think people should act right and appreciate people that love them. I do. I do think that Scrappy fucked up and he should have appreciated that lady a lot more than he did. It's sad. Live Bites did not pick that up. Damn. But I did. Hold up. Let me see if I can find that post of Scrappy. Scrappy. Bambi. It's Scrappy and Bambi. Scrappy and Bambi. Let's see. Ooh, child, I know that other baby mama mad. This is why I was saying that all of them hoes running their fucking mouth like they know that man didn't miss that lady. I know he broke up with the other girl or she broke up with him. Let's see. This was from 4 days ago, y'all. It's from 4 days ago. Bam and Lil Scrappy looking fly together. Co-parent. This is not co-parenting. This is not co-parenting goals. Oh, it was some performance. This is not co-parenting goals, y'all. This is two people that want to get back together. Okay, this is two people that I believe never really fell out of love with each other for real. I won't say that because that sounds ignorant to me now. I think a lot of people don't know what love means. I think you are emotionally enmeshed with people, but y'all don't really know what love means until, to me, love means not sacrificing yourself, but allowing people to be who they are while simultaneously having care, right? Like you care for people, but you don't want to impede. You don't want to control, right? And also, like I heard Blue Taluzma say something really funny. Well, that was smart. She was like, I do everything on a rating system. So if I don't want to do something, but it's going to make my partner 80% happy for me to be annoyed for 20%, then I'm going to do it because that little 20% ain't shit in comparison to making my person happy for 80. Right? I totally understand that. But if it's a large part of me that you're asking me to, cancel out for you, yeah, no, 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 no. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense, everybody? So I feel like Scrappy's problem is Scrappy is being socialized to put himself in the center of everything instead of the children and the woman and then himself. And he was not raised to put the children at the center because his mama didn't even put the children at the center as the mama, the single mother. Like she didn't do what she was supposed to do. So to me, because of that, he doesn't understand how he's supposed to play his role. I think that Bambi knew exactly how to play her role, which is why they were together for as long as they was. I help take care of these kids. I pay some of the bills. I deal with your crazy ass mama, right? That was her job. Her job was to be with you, take care of the kids, deal with your crazy ass mama, and help you take care of y'all household. That's what she did. She did her job. You wasn't paying the bills enough. You were leaving. You were cheating, right? It was all about you, about whether you was gonna get your feet rubbed. Somebody got 3 kids hanging off their titties and you sitting up there talking about how you feel. Most of the problem is that y'all don't know how to put them kids and the women first when it's needed, right? Y'all don't you don't want to do that because you're so used to everything being about you. I think that was the main issue between the two of them, is that he did not know how to deal with the fact that no, you now need to be the adult that parents. You need to be the adult that helps. You can't be the adult that's crying about how they're not getting enough attention anymore because there are babies here. And men tend to do that. Men tend to do that. They want families and all of that, but they want it in a way that is selfish. Like that's the socialization, y'all. That's everybody. That's the socialization that we're dealing with currently. Let's see. Bambi is back in the palace. I don't know if they're back together, but this is why I tell y'all divorce these niggas. This is why I tell y'all divorce these niggas. Because if y'all are supposed to be together, the divorce will probably make them get their life together. And you're not supposed to be dependent upon that. You're supposed to divorce them, move on with your life, and try to find your own happiness and enjoy your life. And if they actually be like, damn, I lost everything and I miss it and I wish I didn't lose it and I want it back. I need to figure out how to get it back. I need to change myself. I need to apologize. I need to make effort. I need to repair. I need to commit to spending as much time as I can letting you know that I love you and I care about you and I'm not the same anymore. And I know that I'm going to have to keep proving this to you over time, but little by little I'll work for it cuz it's worth it. Right? You are my wife, mother of my children. I know I fucked up. I want to make it work. I want to fix it. I'm going to go to therapy. I'm going to get help. I'm going to try to make sure we have a good relationship. And, if we end up getting back together, then great. But at the end of the day, I just want us to have a good relationship. I want us to be friends. I want us to co-parent. If that was the way he came at it, that lady would take that nigga back in a second. And I don't even know them for real. And I feel that way. I feel she would take him back in a second if he had ever came to her correct. And that's a lot of the time where everybody is failing to understand. Men are really out here harming women. And women are like, damn, can you at least say you sorry? And niggas are like, I don't have to tell you I'm sorry. I'm a man. And so then it becomes, oh, okay, well then fuck you then. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me see something. What's this? Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to talk to y'all about, but we're not gonna worry about it. I'm tired of talking about them, and we'll wait for further developments. But Tylil's girlfriend went on live and said he cheated on her with a friend. Y'all not going to deal with how men being hoes like that, men being like sexually reckless, and just usually they do assault women. They do ignore your no. Yes, girl, they do this, girl. Let's get into Dave Chappelle because I can't find no more on them. But I feel like I talked about it enough. But I really just wanted to talk about it because I really do think them people back together. And if they are back together, I hope that he's actually, because I know he's been going to therapy. I hope that things are actually changing. One of the main things I would suggest, Scrappy, get off the red pill content. Please get off the red pill content. Please stop trying to act like women are always trying to use you. That's not your life experience, Scrappy. That's not your life experience at all, Scrappy. Erica Dixon did everything she could to stay with you. and you and your mama made it very difficult. Y'all broke up. That lady still stayed close to you, even if through all y'all fussing and fighting. When you ended up getting a divorce, who came to help you go get a divorce and take you to the attorney friend? Erica Dixon. Who was helping pay the bills? Who was keeping the lights on at the house? Bambi. Bambi. Who had shit in her name? Shay. Shay had a house in her name for you. All throughout Scrappy's life, women have done for him. Women have provided for him. So the fact that even if he is mad at his mama, all of the women he's been in relationships with have done for him selflessly. A lot of the time, we've seen it on reality TV. We've seen these women do so much for Scrappy, whether it's because they were friends or because they were in a romantic relationship. But at different points in his life, all of those women that I named have done for him. So the fact that Scrappy fell down the red pill content pipeline, it was just like, nigga, what are you talking about? Almost all the women in your life do for you and help take care of you. How could you feel like this? And then we got to remember, well, your mama ain't shit. Okay, Daryl, we get it. Mama D ain't shit. But Mama D taught you how to find women to give you what she could not give you because she's a pimp. So she taught you how to go and find women that were going to always be giving of themselves for you. And you really did go and find women that were always like orbiting you and available to you at one point or another. You are not a man that has walked through this life feeling ugly. You're not a man that has walked through this life feeling like women don't want you or don't like you. So I don't understand why Daryl decided to go down red pill, except for the fact that that lady left you because she felt mistreated. And instead of doing what you were supposed to do, you want to be an asshole and stick your feet in the ground and be like, I'm not changing. I don't want to change. I know I was wrong, but you just supposed to accept me as is. No, she's not. She doesn't have to. She doesn't have to stay with you if it's not working. She doesn't have to stay with you if she's not happy. She does not have to sacrifice her happiness for you, Scrappy. And that's why I feel like y'all don't know what love really is. Because if you love somebody, you shouldn't even ask that of them. Even if it hurts you. Even if it hurts you. If you really love somebody, that's why they say if you love something, let it go. If it comes back to you, it's yours. It doesn't, fuck it. You'll never know. Okay? DMX and a whole bunch of other people said that shit, and it is very true. Real love means letting people go, and not in a way of trying to punish them. But if we can't be happy together and it's happier for you to leave, then do what you got to do. But niggas don't have that mentality. Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought I pulled it up, the Christmas pictures, but they took pictures together. Either way, that's that on that. Okay. So it's 1,100 people in here. Can y'all like the video? Can y'all hype me up? All right, we're going to run an ad, and then when I come back, we're going to get into Dave Chappelle. Okay? Now, we still trying to go to Mauritius, y'all. We still trying to go to Mauritius, and we're trying to go to Tulum. But Tulum is selling out faster than Mauritius. And we starting to feel like maybe we might have to cancel Mauritius and just do Tulum. Okay, and y'all know the world is in disarray right now, so it is what it is. But if you did want to go to Mauritius, I would implore you to sign up as soon as possible before we decide to go ahead and hang it up flat screen and just go to Tulum. And I'm gonna be sad about it because I want to go. Okay, but it is what it is. I understand. Everybody. We having hard times out here because it's hard out here for a pimp. But quick little commercial break. I'll be right back.
So I just got back from my retreat with Reset by Design Wellness, and honestly, it was everything. From the moment I arrived, I felt held in every way. The whole experience was so thoughtfully put together that it really helped me unplug from the noise and actually reconnect with myself. Every space felt peaceful and intentional, like it was chosen just for rest, reflection, and healing. The wellness activities like the sound bath, the breath work, and yoga was incredibly powerful, and the workshops was beyond restorative. There was no pressure to do anything, just this gentle support and freedom to check in with what I really needed in the moment. One of the biggest takeaways I would say is realizing that this type of retreat isn't really luxury, it's a necessity. Like going to the doctor every year, I plan on doing this every year for my mental, spiritual, and emotional well being. And the community of women, I showed up not knowing a single person and left feeling very deeply connected with everyone. There was so much vulnerability, support, and love, and that's rare, and it was real. Reset by Design Wellness gave me the space, tools, and care I didn't even know I needed. I came home clearer, lighter, and more grounded, and already counting down the days till next time. So, whatever they are planning, wherever we are going, Reset by Design Wellness, say less, I am there for real.
Shout out to Jen. Jen, I think you in here. Shout out to you, girl. All right, y'all. I'm gonna cover this, but I just wanted y'all to know we was about to get into the Dave Chappelle of it all. And just to try to protect myself from, copyright, it might still happen, but I'm going to go ahead and play the audio and we're gonna discuss.
In the States, and niggas got mad because I said, well, maybe Puff will get off. And I said, I hope so. And the crowd was like, boo.
Yeah, because why do you want somebody that has caused so much harm to get off?
Oh, okay, look, it's not that I think Puff is right, but when I got attacked in LA at the Hollywood Bowl, people forget Puff was the guy that tackled my attacker. He saved my life. It's a hard nigga to be mad at after that.
So a nigga saved you one time and all of the other shit that he did is obsolete?
I had security that night, but you know what I mean?
So as long as he's nice to you, as if people don't do shit like that all the time. Dave should know this. People act like they like you and act like they gonna be your friend so that they can get close to you. And then they can snake you or maybe fuck you or have you fuck Cassie. Who knows?
Them niggas they just wasn't ready. Them niggas had some slippery shoes on or something. They ran out. All them niggas slipped and fell. And Puffy got my attacker and tackled him. And then years later, when I heard about that baby oil, I was like, what did those niggas slip on?
And this is what I be talking about with this nigga. This is the same nigga that said, how old is 15 really? Right? Because if the criminal justice system can unjustly put a 15-year-old boy in jail, then the niggas outside of the criminal justice system obviously should be able to piss on black girls, right? R. Kelly should be able to piss on little black girls, little 15-year-old black girls, if and only if we are going to imprison little black boys. That was his mindset. So even as a comedian, when your joke is so we can make something less serious that is a problem in our community, like people fucking kids, you also said, what if the answer to cancer was sucking Michael Jackson's dick? I also blocked the white young lady because she had been doing videos to dispel Michael Jackson being a predator because they put his pictures in, Diana Ross and him. Y'all know they've been putting out pictures from the Epstein files. They redacted them and we didn't know what the fuck we was looking at. Right? And everybody was like, ooh, there go Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson out there with the predators. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody was like, that's not true. Michael Jackson didn't do any of that. And I'm like, let me tell y'all something. So the lady, starts pulling shit to prove that Michael Jackson didn't do anything to these kids, right? And one of the things she pulled was them talking about how they could extort Michael. Whoever the people was that planned it, they having a conversation about how, yeah, we could get him for this amount. And I was like, ma'am, I understand all of that. And I ask y'all a question. Could it be possible? Could it be possible that people know that this person assaults kids and gets away with it? So they decide, because people are fucked up, to position a kid to get assaulted possibly so that they can then go and sue the kid. I mean, so they can go and sue Michael Jackson. But they are willing to allow the child to be abused in order to go and sue Michael Jackson, right? Y'all will view that as a setup. However, if Michael Jackson were not a predator, such thing could not be orchestrated, correct? That I don't know. Again, I was not there, but I have played it for y'all before. I played it for my people before. Michael Jackson did a sit-down interview in which he told us that there was nothing wrong with him sleeping in the bed and sleeping in the bedroom with children that were not his own, that he did not know, and that he feels like all of us sleeping in a room with children together can heal the world. And I love y'all, right? I love y'all so much. And I know we love Michael, right? We love Michael Jackson, right? I heard a story about how he fucked over his homeboy Paul McCartney. And everybody was like, that was some snake ass shit. But he did it to a white boy that stole music from a whole bunch of black people. And then it's like, oh, okay, that's cool. But I'm also like, yeah, but that's still some snake ass shit. So, like, I get it, y'all. I know we don't want to believe these things about people, right? But Michael Jackson said and did things that should give you pause, that should make you feel like, hey, at the end of the day, I wasn't there. I hope that my fave didn't do that shit. But at the same time, the nigga said some shit up out of his mouth that sounds like he probably did that shit. Dave Chappelle makes a joke back when Michael Jackson was still alive that says, what if sucking Michael Jackson's dick is the cure to cancer? And everybody bust out laughing, right? Let's fast forward to now. And we see how all of this predatory behavior with children kind of with a veil in front of it, right? All of the Nickelodeon shit, right? Y'all saw all of the veiled shit that was happening on Nickelodeon in the 90s. That basically let us know that Nickelodeon was a TV show, was a TV station that was supposed to be for kids, but what it actually was a place that pedophiles could watch kids act out shit that basically simulated sex. All of that goo falling on everybody, people getting cum shots in the face, the pickles all over the place. So what I now start to see is the conditioning and the grooming in society for us to think that fucking kids is okay, abusing women is okay, questioning women's abuse is okay. And this is something that Dave Chappelle has done. And I know this because I studied this nigga. I loved him. I've listened to all of his comedy shows. And there are times when I feel like Dave's trying to be a good person in this moment, but he's just trying to work it out for himself. And then I have to remember, only when it comes to the gay shit, to the trans shit, like, yeah, you said transphobic shit, but you know, it felt like you're trying to work it out. You're trying to humanize people, even if the way you're doing it isn't politically correct. I could accept that, right? Because that's still you having a conversation. That's still you trying to have a relationship with somebody that humanizes them, regardless to transphobia being prevalent. But when it comes to women, when it comes to actual born with ovary ass bitches, okay? The conversation changes. Conversation becomes different. And now the abuse of little black girls, right? It's funny. It's not a big deal because they made it funny. And I'm the little black girl that grows up listening to you, wanting to be a comedian, wanting to say the smart thing, wanting to figure out how to say the thing that makes people think, but that also makes them laugh and makes them feel good, right? Not realizing that the entire time I'm listening to you, I have to self-abandon as a girl. I have to self-abandon to listen to you. To grow to be a fan of yours, I have to self-abandon because you promote my harm by making light of it. By low-key looking at young girls as just stupid. That's how he talked about Elizabeth Smart, the white girl. Now, when he talked about the little young black girl, her saving herself from 2 adult men kidnapping her, because that's what we have to do in order to be respected. We have to save ourselves as 8-year-old kids from our own kidnapping to get the respect of Dave Chappelle. But if we are a 15-year-old white girl that gets kidnapped and is 2 miles away from our home and too scared to leave, then you're looking at her like she's just a stupid bitch that allowed herself to be kidnapped. And what we should be glorifying is the black girl that had to do some extra human shit at 8 years old to free herself. Y'all, I can't help it. I have listened to this man's joke so much that I can't help but to break it apart and look at it now and see how problematic, how dangerous. And that's why I started off my commentary the way I did. What shit are y'all feeding into? What are you defending?
Much this government or anyone else puts pressure on you, keep your wits about you. I'm here just to remind you that we are a community and we will stay sane together. We will take care of each other and we will wait this orange nigga out.
And that made me feel good, right? That made me feel good. We gonna wait this orange motherfucker out. We holding on. So that's Dave letting everybody know I'm not MAGA. I might be Republican. I'm not MAGA.
Fear that I have for myself that I need you to protect me from is co-option. My voice has become more powerful than I intended it to be. And I cannot let these niggas do me like Charlie Kirk, or even worse than that. What if these niggas trip me up somehow, co-opt me, and then make me say the things that they want me to say?
Like Nicki Minaj, like Floyd Mayweather, everybody that's standing up next to an Israeli government flag, bitch. Everybody a part of Turning Point USA.
Well, we can't have that. So, just in case, we need a code. It's got to be something that I can say so that if I say it, you know that these niggas got me. And don't listen to nothing that I say after I say those words. But don't tell anybody what it is, but it's got to be something that, you know what I mean, that I would never say. Oh, I know what the code is. The code word is...
Y'all can't hear it?
I stand with Israel. Thank you.
Yeah, no, y'all hear it. Y'all hear it. I can't show it.
Thank you very much, and good night.
He said, the code is, I stand with Israel. And so he's saying that if he ever comes out and says that he stands with Israel, that means they have co-opted him and not to believe anything he says thereafter. And I think that that's a way to position himself after what happened with Saudi Arabia. He was a part of this comedy show in Saudi Arabia, and Saudi Arabia is buying up a whole bunch of shit in America right now. And it's making a lot of people feel very, very uneasy. And so when the comedians go there so that y'all can make Saudi Arabia look like a fun, cool place for us to go to, it's a little scary for everybody, right? Like, because it's given you're being bought by foreign governments. That's what they were already saying about Dave. And so Dave comes out now and says, oh, no, I haven't been bought, because as long as I didn't say I'm pro-Israel, I haven't been bought. I don't necessarily know if I trust that. And the reason why I say that is because of Jasmine Crockett. So right now, people are mad at Jasmine Crockett. She's running for Texas State Senate because they believe that she is still a proponent for Israel, right? And I am conflicted, but also I think we need to worry about immediate things. And in the immediacy of what's happening right now, how she has voted on Israel previously is not as important to me as us making statements that say that all of this transphobic, homophobic, racist, nationalist, white Christian propaganda shit is wrong. And we should not be even entertaining certain conversations because it gives validity to voices that are intentionally misinforming the public. So when it comes to Jasmine Crockett, I I'm not a Texas resident, but I support her running for office because at the current moment, people that are going to fight against the current regime are what is immediately needed at this moment. You know what I mean? And she's one of the few people that seems to have the balls, for lack of a better term. None of you have any balls. Okay? So him saying that is a part of the reason why I don't know how I feel about that, because once again, it gives we gotta like throw the black women out there to dry, right? Because if you going to, because it's the same thing with Kamala Harris. Like a lot of people arguing that, oh, Kamala wasn't good and wasn't gonna be a good president because she still was for Israel and all of this shit. And it's like, I know y'all want to argue about the lesser of two evils, but don't y'all feel like this is evidence that works like better than whatever the fuck this is? The lesser of two evils works for me. Okay? That to me, the lesser of two evils is fucking math. It's how much am I gonna get versus how much is gonna get taken away. That's all this is to me. And I can't stand the way a lot of this rhetoric about, Democrats and Republicans. And I'm like, y'all, I don't know if y'all understand how much black women do not give a fuck about none of that. Y'all, like the way Republicans and MAGA people, oh, the Dems, the Democrats. And it's like, we do not care about that the way y'all do. We do not give a fuck about that the way y'all do. You could get rid of the whole Democratic Party, Democrat Party for as far as I'm fucking concerned, bitch. Make a new one. Make a new one. Give a fuck up y'all, because the way they talk, oh, what about the Democrats? What about this one? What about that one? You deflecting from the main issue here. We're talking about the current administration, and y'all want to talk about niggas that been did the damage. Clinton, Biden almost fucking dead. Y'all constantly bringing up, Obama, which just makes me feel like niggas got hard-ons for the one black guy. It's giving dick envy. That's all I see when I hear the Republicans constantly bringing up Obama. It's dick envy. It's dick envy. And I also would throw that nigga in a water with some motherfucking alligators if y'all show me video of him fucking a kid. Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't know where y'all get this from, that we care about that the way y'all care about MAGA and being Republican. No, we don't, motherfucker. We just want y'all to stop trying to kill everybody. I want y'all to stop making it hard for everybody to live. I want y'all to stop trying to enslave everybody. I want you to stop oppressing everybody. I want you to stop stealing from everybody. I want you to stop overcharging for everything. I want y'all to stop letting rapists and abusive personalities and people that exploit people and don't pay them their fucking money get away with this shit. I want y'all to help us not be exploited further, not make it worse. So no, we're not arguing on behalf of Democrats. Like, that's not what's happening. I don't give a fuck about Gavin Newsom's Batman head ass. That's not what's important right now. What's important is who is going to fight these motherfuckers right now. Who's going to fight them? Who has the balls? Because again, none of you have any balls. Now, let's get into the last little thing.
The street. I'm with.
I ain't supposed to say it like that.
You shouldn't.
I supposed to say save the streets.
Yes.
You gotta save the streets.
What are the streets? I want to talk about this. Are the streets young black men, or are the streets the illegal crime syndicate put in place to help young black men strive in a otherwise very volatile, brutal system that they would be held back from forward movement? Because y'all need to understand, the streets are not people. The streets is a system, in my opinion. The system that convinces you being smart is stupid and money is the most important thing. How you look, your image, is more important than who you actually are, what you actually think, how you actually feel, what is actually in your fucking brain. It's a system. The street is a system that help subjugate and disenfranchise Black people further by instead of making them whitewash themselves, making them fall so far into degeneracy that it doesn't matter whether they are pro-Black or pro-white. Like, that doesn't matter anymore. Y'all see that that's what's happening right now, right? Your Akbar V's and them of the world that are so ignorant, so malnutritioned of any real information or honest perspective on life, that they would be the Trump supporters. They would be the people that would promote voting for Trump because they believe that these people are Christians. They think that racism doesn't exist because they didn't grow up having to deal with it because of the laws that have now been repealed. Like, the streets is not people. The streets is a system. No, we should not be saving the streets. We need to save the people in them.
We gotta get out of bush.
But also, we can't save y'all. Y'all got to save yourselves, so to speak. I think we should be providing aid.
Shit out of crazy, killer shit out of it. And put the love and the hustle back in the shit.
Yeah.
Well, you have to break down hustle as well. You have to break down hustle. Y'all have to break down what y'all identify as love. You really have to deconstruct what you have been taught, because you don't understand how the framework that you were born into it is a lot of bullshit that you have to unlearn. And if you want that new thing to happen, if you want street life to become obsolete, you want Black men to stop running to that, then you also have to understand how transphobia and homophobia bleeds into why they go to street life in the first place, because everything is considered gay or feminine. Reading books, caring about other people's feelings, liking girls. Y'all made everything that would have pulled y'all out of that type of degeneracy uncool.
But bullshit come to the street. That is what that come with the street. But you just saying we ain't pushing that.
Yeah, we ain't pushing it. We trying to stop it. We can't save everybody, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, nigga, we're trying. Fuck the streets. It's fuck the street. It is fuck the streets, because there should be no street environment. Okay, the truth of the matter is all the drugs need to be legal. That's the truth of the matter. All of the drugs need to be legal. They need to be taxed to some degree and regulated. And if you want to have a dope problem, then by God, we're just going to make sure that you have an apartment, food, and access to health care. So if you want to sit in your apartment and do dope all day, as long as you ain't got no fucking kids, I don't see the problem.
But I ain't moving no gold posters and saying all rats, y'all, we forgive y'all and we fuck with y'all. And
Nah.
What? 21, why you even having a conversation with this rugrat brain nigga?
Saying that. We holding niggas accountable and then we letting them go on with their life. Like, what you mean? I ain't say that.
Fuck the street.
I said
that. That's what it looking like.
21, next time, stand on it. Yeah, fuck the streets. Yeah, fuck all that shit. Fuck survival mode. Fuck feeling like I can't trust nobody. Fuck looking over my shoulder. Fuck being so angry all I can do is beat on bitches. Yeah, fuck all that.
For real?
What is all this?
What big at? We gotta get big in here.
This nigga on the bottom sounds slow. Amsterdam, and the addiction rates are low because of easy access. Yeah. I mean, literally, America pisses me off because other people do shit better, and America, like, they do it better, but because we didn't come up with it first, we not gonna do it.
So what y'all niggas are? I said, I ain't on that. Save the street, man.
It's crazy. Niggas is talking about saving the streets, and I hear babies in the background. I hope the babies are at 21 Savage's house.
Yeah, we gotta save the streets, bro. For real. Nigga been through too much. For real shit.
Nah,
that shit be having a nigga head fucked up. Nigga seen too much shit.
Facts. You always right about that. I just feel
leave
like
that shit alone.
I just feel like goddamn. No, everybody ain't gonna understand everything, but shit.
They gonna see our actions though, cause actions speak louder than words.
Yeah,
so
basically you saying like the
doing
real
certain shit. They gonna be like, oh nah, they dead ass serious. Like We ain't playing. This shit coming from our heart.
Facts.
These niggas don't want change. Let's be real. They don't want change because then the change was always accessible. These kids, these 20-something-year-olds in 2025, street life is not even as advantageous as it once was. Y'all niggas actually have better choices. Y'all just don't take them. And then when y'all do take better choices, what do y'all do? That's your streamers. What do your streamers do, y'all? What the streamers over there doing? Because this is when you understand it's the mentality, the socialization, not just the street, but how men are being socialized. And black men have to deal with we're not as big and bad as white men. So that automatically makes us feel like we're nothing because we're not as big and bad as the white men or the Asian men in them. So that means I think a lot of black men, especially these young black men, I think they carry a lot of anger. And the only people that they can take out that anger on are the women and the children. That's what I believe. That's what I at the core of most of this shit. Black men live in a system that disenfranchises them, that abuses them. So instead of understanding that that the women and children of the community are really what will save you in the end, they decide to become just like the white people they're angry at and just oppress the people that's around them. Oh, instead of trying to free everybody, I'm going to oppress the people around me so I can feel just as good as the white men. Like, this is what everybody's doing.
This shit from my heart, so I don't care what no nigga say. I know nigga feel. I hear people opinions and shit, but maybe I said it wrong, but
from what they saying,
nigga
like
know what
their
I'm
opinion.
saying. If you a street nigga, you know what I'm saying.
They know exactly what you're saying. The only reason they upset is because somebody is admonishing what they uphold. And the only way they can continue to get away with the things that they get away with is if y'all continue to uphold all of this toxic ass bullshit. What this nigga said? I gotta read it. Cause all the niggas was reacting to the fuck the streets. Who Shiesty said traumatized. Didn't he kill somebody? I can't remember. Wyatt Finn Lucci, fuck the streets. G Herbo, fuck the streets. Young Thug, fuck the streets. All of the people that should have said fuck the streets when it ran out of style in the early 2000s, when they were given opportunities to be music artists instead, and they still did the shit. And if they not doing street shit, they're gonna find a way to be out here harming women. You square ass niggas should have never jumped off the curb shaking my head. I love the streets. You also love prison, so we can't really trust your assessment. Next time, say fuck your street. I'm not shaking none of you niggas' hands backstage no more. I never thought I'd see the day niggas say fuck the streets for a 21 Savage feature. Fuck the industry. What do you think the streets are, Blueface? What do you think the streets are, Blueface? Because when we met Blueface, he was living in nice houses and nice neighborhoods. Like when we met him, Blueface was like in a nice neighborhood in a nice house. So I'm not sure which streets he's talking about. And I also feel like the only thing that Blueface actually does that street niggas do is make money off of women. They don't sell dope anymore. They sell women. That's the street shit. So what you talking about? When I say F the streets, I'm talking about the part that gave me trauma and made me can't sleep at night. If you ain't tired of that part, you ain't been through it. And that's real too. That's real too. That's real as fuck. Not being able to sleep at night. That's why so many of these niggas is lean addicts. Blueface is the streets spiritually. It's placed degenerate, toxic, self-sabotaging, self-abandoning, brutality. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about you. I don't care about me. I don't care about nothing. Fuck it all. Money, 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 bitches, 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 drugs, drugs, drugs. I hate my life. Yeah, all that. That's definitely the street. Meek Mill said it plays narrative. Meek is a good rapper, but he's horrible at social media. I've been around 15 years, no gimmicks. I think I'm doing fine on social media. I may quote a lyric to a song, and I'm on every blog with a clickbait attached. They pushing Meek's bad social media rep narrative. They never mention the change I make or real stuff I do, helping young men in the music industry change the direction of their lives. I speak out of turn on social media because it's not reality. It's separate from who I am. And that's the problem. That you think the things you say on social media are separate from who you are. We don't believe that. I don't believe that. To tell you the truth, I think that when people think they online just saying shit just to say shit, I think the idea that you don't care what people like think about the integrity of you means you're exactly who they think you are. You are whoever they say you are. When you live your life like that, as far as I'm concerned. When you play into shit, when you say it up out of your mouth and then, it don't really connect with who you are as a person. Yeah, like you're a weirdo. Um If you ain't paying no bills, lawyers, or funerals, don't speak on the topic. This shit not for everybody. Some people love watching the streets fail while they manipulate them. How do you want the streets to win, me? Because if you're trying to get everybody off the street, that must not be helping the street. Confusion. It's never fuck the streets. I knew what they meant. I don't think you knew. I don't think you know. Aren't you fighting like prison reform and shit? What do y'all think the streets is? I don't know. I've been up since 23. I've changed laws, took 10% of my hood around the world, gave verses to lift whole hoods up, gave the streets jobs, went hood to hood year for year on the land. I don't got to explain myself. Why take things out of context when we can better ourselves? I don't understand what you don't understand, Meek. This is why they say you're not good at social media. To the guys pushing that street shit, make sure you're feeding and supplying resources and opportunities for your family and community, not just killers. You paying to protect you. You make sure you didn't put the streets before your real family. A lot of niggas using the streets. I'm so confused. There is no honor amongst thieves. Do you really think you're gonna make honest men in an exploitive system? Like, I'm just saying, drug hustling, all of that. That's the streets. I don't understand. Like, what do you like? Oh, we can sell drugs to the community as long as we feed our family, though. Nigga, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? You oh my God. They think they're so smart, but it's given they're so slow. Like, they think that you can retain the streets and still heal the people in it. That's not how this works. It's always a few people that want to keep street hatred going. What are you talking about? But to be clear, they want everyone else to lose with them and be miserable. Streets not the only lifestyle. It's all we knew, not all we know. The street never superseded success because too much hatred and failure in the streets. With success, you can build a shield to remove your peoples from that life and help others. They not saying fuck the people. Y'all know they mean the mentality. Then what are you talking about, nigga? If you get that they're talking about the mentality. Y'all, Meek is confusing. Boosie said if the rappers go say, he don't even know how to say gone. Not even gone. No, of course. Why would anybody that's making money off of the degeneracy of the community say fuck the streets? Of course, Baby and them won't do that. Why would they? They don't see anything wrong with it. A lot of them don't see anything wrong with it, even though they don't live in it anymore, even though they don't want to live in it. They think it's okay for you to live in it. And I feel like that's no different than the colonizers. That's no different than the white people that want to keep y'all disenfranchised in neighborhoods with food deserts and drugs and not paying into the area and all of that. That's the same thing that they want. In my opinion, they want to keep y'all there too. And just have people work their ass off or exploit other people or harm other people so that they can get out the situation instead of going to the hood and actually fixing the issues in the hood. No, you just want to help the niggas in the hood get out instead of actually trying to come back and fix. And I'm not talking about buying shit. Y'all can buy shit and open up stores all day. If y'all are not doing anything when it comes to education, when it comes to healthcare, like y'all are not doing anything. If y'all are not helping people get like things they actually need, grocery stores, like things like, and I'm because he's talking about Meek is talking about all this shit he did, and I'm sure he's did a lot of things, but people in the hood don't just need you to take them out the hood or put your business in the hood. That's not the only thing they need. They need hospitals. They, you know what I'm saying? They need health care. They need food. They need grocery stores. They need housing that's safe and not trying to kill them, right? Like, it would be great if you rappers would use y'all money and lobby against the things that hurt the hood, but y'all haven't gotten to that spot yet. Because y'all don't have no money for real. Y'all pretend like y'all do. But if y'all really had money, I would question why y'all don't lobby the way everybody else does. Whenever everybody else want to get over on a law or want to change something, they lobby about it. They get all of their money together and they lobby to do something. I don't know why y'all niggas can't do it, but you know, that's y'all business. Yeah, I'm sorry. Boosie, if the rappers go say fuck the streets, y'all need to stop rapping about them. Stop double dipping, rap about fruits, college courses, and staying out the streets. If you from the streets shape you to the man you are today, your mindset, your hustle, your intuition, etc. I love the way he just made it seem like it's so virtuous for you to live in survival mode and exploit everybody around you and abuse people in the process. I love the way he talks about being a man being shaped by the streets. And I know the streets of Baton Rouge that he came from, and I don't know how those things shape him in a good way. He think it's a good idea to sexually assault children so they don't be gay. Um that's harmful. Come from the streets. Your support came from the streets. Yes, I want every kid to make it out the streets. That's what we all want. That's not what y'all want. That's not what y'all want. Y'all literally don't want that. That's why we're even having this conversation. A part of y'all wanting to keep the streets is y'all wanting to make sure that there are always people at the bottom, because y'all buy into the same system that disenfranchise y'all. You rapper niggas, yeah, y'all buy into this capitalist, white-centered bullshit just like everybody else do. That's why you homophobic, even though we know you probably fantasize about fucking niggas. Because somehow, after being a murderer and a killer and, you know, having your child sexually assaulted and shit, you can still get up here and tell us about God and religion. Right? Like that, it's wild. It's so wild. He said, but I'm never saying fuck the streets. We know, because then that would mean no longer being an ignorant, degenerate, ain't shit ass individual who can throw money on things and have people forgive them for all of the fucked up things they do to everybody. They're responsible for our success. The streets are responsible for your success. People are responsible for your success, not the system of the streets. Don't forget, every successful independent record label started from where? The streets. From where? The streets. So should we all be praising the god of drug money or something? Like, what do you want us to do? Because y'all don't give a fuck about y'all mamas talking about where y'all come from. Everybody come from a fucking woman and y'all hate that shit. Talking about don't forget where you come from. Everybody come from between some woman's legs. And what's the first thing y'all do? Humiliate, abuse women and children. And Boosie specifically. The fuck? All y'all do is contradict the fuck out of yourselves and tell everybody how loud and dumb you are. But of course, as long as there are other loud and dumb people to agree with you, who cares? All your music came from the streets. Your baby mama, you met her in the streets. Niggas met their baby mamas at school. Like, I don't know why you be out here talking like, you know, people couldn't meet each other at school. Everybody met their baby mamas. Their first baby mama met that hoe in high school, went to school with her, lived in the same neighborhood. Stop. Okay? So if it's fuck the streets, don't rap about them. I can say fuck the streets and then rap about the part of the streets that I want to say fuck you to. I don't know who you are, but you're about to go to jail. You can't tell nobody what to rap about. I don't even know why you think you can tell somebody what to rap about, Boosie. Fuck are you talking about? It's as simple as I can say fuck the streets and rap about whatever the fuck I want to rap about. You don't care about people being hypocritical, so please stop. Show the world and fans how good of an artist y'all is and take the streets all the way out y'all rap vocabulary. I want to hear it. You act like it's undoable. Like, why do you want to keep the streets in their raps? Like, why are you laughing about it? Like, you need to go back to jail since that's where you want to be. Because a lot of y'all niggas, the streets is just, to me, the streets is jail with other people in it. The streets is jail with other people in it. And I really, really, really want y'all to leave all of us alone. I do. I do, babe. I want y'all to leave all of us alone. I think that's all I'm gonna do right now. Thank y'all for the super chats that y'all gave me. Thank you, Jessica, for the super sticker. Very happy Mondays. Thank you for the super chat. Preach Bondy. Break every chain. The community includes, but is more than any of the streets. That's what I'm saying. Like, and y'all need, to me, their defense is them like attacking. I'm sorry. Their defense is them thinking that the streets is the problem, but they don't really care about community. And the streets are really supposed to be about community, but that's not what it is. Because in the streets, y'all don't give a fuck about nobody but y'allselves. And y'all really don't even give a fuck about yourselves because y'all make decisions that put y'all in harm's way. Right, exactly. The streets is just niggas at the top taking advantage of the dumb niggas at the bottom. Thank you, Self-Care by Tiana. That's why I said it's them just being able to replicate the very system that they see white people taking advantage of. They don't even realize that mentality in itself is the problem. And you just gonna bring the streets with you everywhere you go with that mentality. I'm convinced he has one of those Gitterbug phones. That's why he types like that. Boosie is annoying. He's so annoying. Oh my God. Y'all, we gonna get old. And eventually these people gonna start dying. I wonder what it's gonna be like. Okay, I think I'm gonna go. They said that Cardi B and Stephon Diggs bought a house together. Oh wait, hold up. Before we go, what did K Michelle say about fuck the streets? K Michelle said people who aren't really from the streets or a struggle are quick to dedicate their life to it so that they can feel accepted. People who have actually struggled and come from the grimes understands it's no glory. I respect the men choosing family over death and clout. I agree. I'm not, I'm not even hood. I'm hood adjacent. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm hood adjacent. And so when you are hood adjacent, you close enough to see where the issues lie. You also know that you basically just one bad job away from being where everybody else at. Okay? Poor people are there to remind you to work yourself to death so you don't be like them. That's what they're for, right? We can't have a hierarchical system that takes advantage of everybody if there are no poor people to use as an example of, how we overall mistreat people. And if you don't want to be mistreated like homeless, disabled people, gay people, if you don't want to be treated like these people are treated, then you got to assimilate. Come to death row, bitch. You got to assimilate. Come to death row. Oh my God, y'all. There's so much other stuff going on. Okay, I kind of low-key want to run this right quick. I ain't going yet. Hold up. Y'all, why they look like this? Money saves people. Charlemagne the God says his job was to be Wendy Williams' attack dog on her radio show. Recalls time where she told him to get Kelly Rowland. I came up with this angle about how we both know how it feels to be sidekicks. Ooh, Lord.
Work with Wendy. And Wendy was the one because with Wendy, I was really compromising myself for a position. Like I was really the pit bull, like purposely. That was my job,
That was
and
your
she
job.
would be like, "Get them. I want you to get that person." You know what I mean?
But she wasn't enough. She was.
Can y'all explain to me why he looks so dark? Y'all, Charlemagne ain't looked that dark since he worked with Wendy Williams. Why you look dark like this, Charlemagne? Are you trying to change? Because y'all know these little small things like that. You know what I'm saying? Little small things like people's makeup making them look lighter or darker in at his level can be very, very intentional.
Wasn't doing enough.
Well, she was trying to make the transition.
Oh,
That's what she was
okay.
trying to make the transition to television.
Oh, she was trying to do good cut, bad cop.
Absolutely. And it was just, it would be some times where like my conscience would be like, why? Like, and the one I always remember is Kelly Rowland. Like she was like, get her. And I'm like, Kelly Rowland? Like, why?
Mm.
Like, what did Kelly Rowland do?
Yeah, what did you do?
I think I came up with this angle like we both know how it feels to be sidekicks.
Oh.
So I'm a sidekick to Wendy. She's a sidekick to Beyonce. It's straight, stupid, disrespectful shit for no reason. And I remember when Kelly wanted to do Breakfast Club, Lala hit me like, you know, yo, Kelly wants to do Breakfast Club, but she was like, when she met you with Wendy, it was some bullshit, basically. Blah. So
Yeah.
immediately, I apologized to her before she even walked in the studio and when we got on air. And I wrote about that story in my book because I always tell people, don't compromise yourself for a position. Like, what the hell was I attacking?
I'm sorry. Don't compromise yourself for a position. You mean after Amanda Seales told us that you weren't a real person, that you weren't a serious person, and that you can't be trusted? So you think if you come out here and talk to, if you come out here and you talk to Angie Martinez, that we gonna forget what Amanda Seales just said about your fraudulent fake ass?
Kelly Rowland for? Like, just because
She's like the nicest.
Don't
human
bother
being.
nobody.
She's like she's just like the purest little soul.
You see
walking
what I'm
around
saying?
The universe,
And I still don't even know what the issue was.
Was she gracious to your apology?
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I love Kelly. Me and Kelly, like, we super locked in. I used to work with Wendy, and Wendy was the one because
They're super locked in now. They're super locked in now, y'all. Listen, I don't pedestalize celebrities, but celebrities are always being used to tell you or show you something, you know, just like your algorithm. Okay. Oh my God. Thank y'all so much for coming through today. Thank you. It doesn't even feel like a Tuesday, but thank y'all for coming through. I will be back tomorrow. We will have a Christmas Eve show. And also, I'm gonna see how to do it. But I low-key want to do a day like with my members where we're on like, you know, like a video live together where y'all can come in on video too. Y'all know how we would do in the Discord back in the day. Somebody asked me for that. Blaze, I think you asked me for that. I do want to do that again, but I have to figure out like an easy way to do it on my phone. I might just go ahead and what can I do? Zoom or something? I don't know. We might just do the Discord thing again. Who knows? But if you a member, just be looking for it. But I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. And if I don't see y'all for the rest of the week, happy holidays. But I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully to talk about something, child. There's so much going on. But y'all have a good rest of y'all evening and love y'all. Be safe. Bye.